Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Good morning. Guys, I am going back to work tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm actually happy about that. Can you believe it? Anybody happy about going back to work? I'm happy about it. I am happy about going back to work. I don't got nothing going on. Instead of being out in the streets, I could be at work, right? I'd rather be at work than be out in the streets. So I'm gonna go to the storage this morning, and then good morning, whoever you are. How are you? Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna go to my storage, move that stuff. I might have to do 2 trips. I don't know. I don't think so. But the storage is actually kind of filled out. I need to probably find me. I need to stuff some more of my stuff in those bins that I already have. But good morning, everybody. How are you? What's going on, Demi? You guys are up early? Why are you up so early with me? What's going on? You guys going to work? I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I'm happy about it. Is anybody ever happy about going to work? I guess after my vacation. I didn't do nothing. I just moved stuff around. I didn't do anything on my vacation. So, yes, I'm ready to go back to work. Because yesterday I was in the parking lot of Home Depot, like for hours, just on my phone, not doing nothing. And it was getting cold, child. It was chilly. I kept having to put my car on every like 20 minutes. I would turn my car on to cool it, warm it up a little bit, and then turn the car back off. So, yes, man, I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready for these people to start getting on my nerves again so I can start complaining. People at my job be bugging, man. But I've been out almost 2 weeks. It's been almost 2 freaking weeks, and I'm ready to go back because I didn't do anything. Just a staycation, and I succeeded at, the storage removal. So tomorrow is the day. Getting dressed for work. Okay, what time you got to be to work? Oh, that's okay, Stella. You do what you got to do, honey. I'm always be here. Even when I get housing, I'm going to still be here making videos. So I'm going to always be around. Always be here. Always be around. I'm always be on this channel making content. So whenever you're able to come back, just come say hello. It is what it is. I know everybody can't stay here all the time and be here all the time. It is what it is. That's okay. I don't feel no kind of way about that. You're all right. How you been doing though? How's it going? It's raining here, y'all. Ugh, it's rainy, nasty, dreary, and wet and chilly. It's one of those nasty little dreary, chilly, nasty, disgusting days. It was raining yesterday too, so we need the rain. We need actually a lot of rain, but we're in a drought still. Still. Today is voting day here. Oh, okay. You gonna vote today? Good for you. Good for you. Where are you at now? Like, what state are you in? I forgot. I don't remember everybody. I always say put your state so I know where you're from. Even though some people may come here almost every day to talk to me, I don't be remembering states and everything. I just don't remember. I remember a name and I might remember your like picture. The picture that you have on your channel. That's about the thing I would only probably remember. I'm not good at remembering names. If I see a face on the picture, I might remember that. Georgia. Okay, from Georgia. It will be my first time to vote. My trust on my government is less than a toddler. I don't trust no government. I don't trust no government, no state, no person, nobody. I don't trust nobody. Hello from Ohio and Georgia. How's it going? How is everybody today? I'm doing okay. Oh, y'all, this morning. Hello, I'm sorry I haven't checked on you, but that's okay. Getting dressed for work. I woke up this morning at 4:45, 4:50 or whatever. I was like, oh, let me get up, check my phone. Since I'm on the top bunk bed, I don't really go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I pretty much just be holding it until the morning. So I woke up, the white lady, the one that I say she's like a drug addict. Why I see her up walking around at 4:45 in the morning. So as soon as I kind of pop my head up, she runs back and gets in her bed. So I was like, girl, was you over here? I ain't say this to her in my head. I'm like, was you over here trying to pickpocket me? She was doing something sneaky, probably looking for some money or something like that, so she can go out and get high. So I woke up, she runs back in her bed like I can't, as if I can't hear her moving. You know what I'm saying? I said, "You sneaky little heifer." In my head, I ain't say this to her. I'm not gonna confront her, cause sis, if you went into my pocket, you didn't find anything, cause I don't keep stuff in my pocket. It's like you're not gonna find anything for me of any value, cause I don't bring nothing up here of any value. So if you're trying to steal or you going around here trying to pickpocket girls, you got the wrong person, sis. You're not getting anything from me. I don't keep money and stuff hanging out of my pocket. I don't even carry money on me, but she looked like she was around there probably trying to pickpocket people, looking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? She up 4 something in the morning. As soon as I get up, she runs back in her bed. That's how you know a guilty conscience. And she's already an addict. So I said, "Oh, you up in the middle of the night trying to steal from women?" I said, "Oh, okay. And you be the main one around here trying to act like you trying to school somebody on the shelter life." I was like, "You know what? See, you can't trust nobody." And she's the same lady that asked me for $1 like 2 weeks ago. She was like, "Excuse me, do you have $1?" I'm looking at her like, $1? Who the heck goes around asking anybody for $1? You can't buy nothing for $1 anymore today. I'm looking at her like, "Girl, you need to go to rehab, sis. You really do. Because you be out here looking like a straight up fiend." So yeah, I'm up at 4:45 in the morning. I just duck up my head. I'm a quiet sleeper. I don't do all that snoring and all that stuff. Straight up minding my own business. I get up, she runs to her bed. That's how you know you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. You're trying to steal something from somebody. My jacket was hanging off the side of the bunk bed. But I don't keep anything in my jacket pockets. I don't keep my keys in my jacket pocket. I don't keep nothing in my jacket pocket. My jacket is just literally hanging there. So I'm looking at her like, "Yeah, you up to something. You probably was up trying to pickpocket girls, go in their bags." And I keep my bag on my bunk bed. And I don't keep anything of value. The only thing I keep is what I'm taking a shower with or anything like that. But wow, the sis got caught. And she be moving around thinking nobody, like I could feel people moving around me at night. I could feel movement. I could just feel people. So I woke up. I'm not really like a dead sleeper, but I sleep, but I'm not a light sleeper. I am a light sleeper. So I don't do all that snoring and all that stuff. I don't do all that. So I'm like, so you can't trust nobody. And then this other woman, this black lady that I don't really talk to anymore because I found out her true ways. She was up last night when the girls was kind of taking their showers and we're all in the bed, just looking at our phone, minding our business. Some of the girls are talking. So she farts in the middle of talking about, and then she gonna say something to the other girl. She started laughing and talking about, "Oh, that was a fart." I'm looking at her like, that's freaking nasty. You're in a room full of people and you're gonna sit here and fart like that? If you know you got a crazy fart coming, why not get up and go in the bathroom or go out in the hallway away from everybody? That's disgusting. And you sit there and laugh at, you're in your 60s and you farting like that, not caring who's around you, like not having no respect for people that's around you. And you're gonna sit there and laugh, talking about, "That's a fart." I say, "Sis, you'll never get a man. You will never have a man in your fucking life. That's nasty, man." And I'm like, in a room full of 12 or 13 girls, you thought it was funny at 60 something years old. That's a fart. And I'm looking at you like, grow the fuck up, bro. And it's not even mad at the fact that she was farting. It's just the fact that you sat there and had an attitude like you didn't care if anybody even heard you fart. Like, no, that's something private I do, baby. If I know I got to fart or something, I got to get up and remove myself from the area around other people because I think it's rude. That's not funny. You too old to be doing stuff like that. That's stuff teenagers and stuff do. And they think, "Oh, it's funny." And I know people naturally pass gas, but come on now. Come on now. You somewhere up in your 60s, and she did that a couple times. You know you got something going on with your bowels, baby. Go to the bathroom. Remove yourself. Go somewhere where nobody's at, because that's nasty. Sorry, I don't like it. I'm looking at her like, I see why I don't really talk to you, because you're something in your 60s, and some of these women be up in their 60s and 50s and be sitting around here acting like they in middle school. So I was like, Lord Jesus, let me hurry up and get myself up out of here, because living with people is not for the weak of heart, honey. And I put myself there, but I'm gonna get myself out of there, because these women are old and immature. She gonna laugh it off, talking about that was a fart, and she did it a couple times, and I'm just like, if you know you got a fart coming, you don't try to remove yourself from the situation so people ain't hearing that. I think it's nasty. And you don't even say excuse me or nothing, like nothing. You just say, "Oh, I just farted. I don't give no, I don't care." I don't care who I fart around. I don't care who hears me. You're ghetto and you're low life. That's what you are. I don't talk to her, and I see why I don't talk to her. So she puts these little sheets up on her bed like they do in prison to keep people like sis. Ain't nobody looking over there at you. Ain't nobody in your business. Ain't nobody looking at you, baby. Nobody. Ain't nobody paying you no damn mind. I'm gonna need you to know, and I'm gonna need you to know that I ain't paying you no fucking mind, sis. No mind. I love when people think that you paying them some mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she's over here looking at me. No one's looking your way, baby. When I'm in my bed, I got my head towards the wall. I'm not thinking about what you're doing, honey. Ain't thinking about you. But yeah, I thought that was rude. I thought it was rude, low life, disgusting as a woman. You sitting over there farting a couple times, and you don't even say like, "Excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry." Excuse me. That's what ladies do. They say, "Excuse me," if you can't help it. You say, "Excuse me." You don't sit there and like laugh it off and think it's funny. You think somebody want to hear that or even smell that? I'm just saying. I don't know. Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong? Am I wrong for feeling the way I feel? Like to me, that's low life. That's low life activity. Man would like that. Girl, you're not getting no man like that. And I'm not saying she looking for a man or anything like that, but she's ghetto. Ghetto girl, and you in your 60s sitting around here dressing like you in your 20s. I'm just looking at this bitch like I see why I don't talk. I see why I don't talk to you. I see why I don't waste my time and talk to a lot of these women, man. Y'all have no kind of like courtesy or ladylike behavior going on inside in your skin, sis. And on top of that, she's a snorer. She snores really really loud. So when I was and I know snoring people can't help that, right? Because my mom used to be a snorer, and we could hear her throughout the whole damn house. But I guess snoring you can't help that, right? So she snores, and of course she ignores me, and I ignore her. I act like she don't even exist. But she was somebody I once talked to. Like we would talk to. I would talk to her, but once I feel like a woman is not on my she's not on my headspace. She's not in my headspace about what I got going on and positive things. What are you doing to try to get out of the situation? I don't bother with you. You got ghetto stuff going on. I don't bother with the ratchet stuff. I can see with my eyes open. Yes, physically. Really? There was a homeless woman in my street who we gave her free food in the place, let her charge and then was racist to us, and then she was ungrateful to us, talking about protect women's rights. Oh God. Oh man, sorry you went through that, sis. Yeah, people are crazy, man. I'm not a ghetto girl, right? I'm not ghetto. I don't carry myself in these ratchet behind disgusting low life ways. I just don't do that. I don't do that. And these women that I'm around, I don't even talk to them. Like the most they'll get from me is a hi, and I say good morning or have a good night. I don't get in a conversation with these women because a lot of them are low life, low scumbags. Most of them are on drugs, and I'm not sitting around here talking about nobody because shit, I'm homeless too. But as a woman, there should be a way that you carry yourself. And if you're a woman in over 50, over 40, you shouldn't be sitting here carrying yourself in a low life type of way. Women don't carry themselves like that. Women don't go around farting. So last night I had went in a little bit earlier, and she was in there because they got this thing called chapel where preachers in the area come to witness to us, preach, read Bible scriptures or whatever. So she came in there last night with some guy. So I was like, "Where'd you find this dude from? This old lady. She old. She got to be in her 60s. She got daughters that are in their 40s. So she got to be, if she's not in her late 50s, she's pushing 60. You know what I'm saying? So she had on this big long braided. It's probably a braided wig or whatever. But I don't care about none of that she had on her hair. But she ghetto, and then she got the nerve like she don't speak to me, bitch. I don't speak to you either. Like, do you think I care the fact that you look in my face and don't say nothing, bitch? I don't speak to you either. I love when people think you're concerned or worried about them. You over there talking to yourself because you worried the fact that, oh, why don't this chick talk to me? I don't need to talk to you. All right, you already showed me who you was. Like when people show you who they are, you have to believe them, man. When people show me who they are, I believe them, and guess what I do? I walk accordingly. I deal with you properly. I don't bother with certain people, man. Ain't nothing to bother with. There's no friendship over here. I can never be your friend. Not the way you carry yourself. No, it's not gonna work, baby. I just can't with people. Oh my God, let me move my cart. He's not even. I don't even know if he was looking, but I can't carry myself. I can't talk to her. I stopped talking to her I stopped talking to her 2, 3 weeks ago. Because number one, she was a bully, and then she thought everybody up there was scared of her. She was talking to the girls like she was our mother. Just like a lot of stuff that she did. Opened my living room window at 3 a.m. and suddenly she came screaming at me, saying how ungrateful she was, and kept screaming at me for more than 30 or 40 minutes until the police came. Oh man, oh wow. Good morning, Rhonda. How you doing? Girl, I had a crazy moment in the shelter last night. A woman was in the shelter, probably trying to pickpocket people. I don't have nothing of any value. I don't keep money on me or anything. I keep everything of any value, like my wallet and stuff. Girl, all that stuff is in my bed. This lady was trying to pickpocket somebody, and I know that's what she was doing. And I said, sis, you're not gonna find nothing for me. I don't keep nothing of any value in this place. Like nothing. You're not gonna find nothing for me over here. But I'll be back. I'm gonna get some coffee so I can start my day. I go back to work tomorrow, so I gotta go to my storage, and whatever's left in there, I know I have 2 TVs. I'm gonna transport those to my new storage. And it's a few little things left in there. I could between today and tomorrow I could finish, like, so I don't have to make 2 trips today. But I'll be right back, y'all. Yeah, I don't keep any valuables there. And anything I have, like my wallet and everything, I keep it in my duffel bag. And guess what? My duffel bag stays in my bed. I don't keep nothing on the floor. You can't trust people. And this lady is a known drug addict. So she's probably going around trying to look for anything she could do, anything valuable that she can go and get high off of today. I know you're Stilo, sis. I know what you do. She up in the middle of the night at 4 something. I wake up, pop my head up at 4:45 in the morning. She runs back in her bed. That's how you know she probably was in there trying to go through anybody's bag. I think she was probably going through my jacket pocket, seeing if I had anything in there. No, baby, I don't have any money in there. There's nothing in there. Those pockets are empty. Sorry, y'all. I had to go get my coffee and I go get my coffee. So yeah, this lady at my that's the downsides of staying at a homeless shelter, man. I'm gonna make a video about that so everybody can be aware. I mean, it's not bad because I don't really go through anything bad or traumatic or anything. I pretty much stay to myself in the shelter, but you're gonna go through some things. You're gonna go through stuff where you're gonna run into drug addicts and all that type of stuff is in the shelter, you know? So you kind of have to navigate that. And, you know, I try not to start arguments with women and try not to start drama. I don't start drama. I keep to myself. But like I said, I've been off for 2 weeks, so I've been going in there a little bit earlier at night. But if you ever, these are the type of things that you're going to be dealing with. Drug activity. You're not going to really deal with drug activity in the shelter because they're not going to bring the drugs in, but they're going to come in probably, you know, high on the drugs. You're going to deal with that type of stuff, the fiend behavior. So that's the type of stuff I deal with. And last night, like I said, this woman, as soon as I got up at 4:45, and she's a known addict anyway. She didn't want to be nodding out in the middle of the night. You wake up, she in the middle of the floor looking like a fiend. So I'm just like, y'all shouldn't be allowing this stuff in here. The staff know. You say something to the staff members, they'll be like, well, if I ain't see her doing nothing. I said, she's clearly high right now. She'll be like, oh, I got a headache. Every time they confront her with her stuff she be doing, oh, I got a headache. Like soon as the staff members come and say, "Hey, are you okay? What's going on?" They know she an addict. They know she's an addict. Good morning, Dr. J. How are you? Who is she? Has apparently 3 small children. Worse is she has. I am not religious, but I really pray for those kids. Oh, that's a shame. It's crazy. Could be me. She was screaming at me, but I couldn't see her. I opened my window and then she suddenly heard the screaming. Yeah, people are crazy. You just don't never know. I don't keep anything valuable in storage. I really don't have anything like of any great value. I might have a few pieces of like silver or gold jewelry for my earrings, but I keep all that stuff in my purse. And I keep most of my stuff in my car. Like I don't even really keep anything that I want someone to steal. I don't keep nothing. I keep whatever that's like of value that I really value, like shoes, clothes, maybe a jacket or something. I don't even wear it in there. I don't wear anything nice in that place. I look like a homeless person. I mix in with the rest of the people. So I don't have anything of any great value in there that I wouldn't mind if I lost it or if someone stole it. It's not going to be a big loss to me. But, you know, I'm up on top of you. I'm up on the sneaky people. Like, I'm watching you, baby. And just like you trying to pocket watch me to see what I have, I'm watching you too, honey. And it's a shame because the lady, she clearly has a drug habit. And the staff in there, they know, but guess what? They really don't care because she's just a body in there. She's just a body. She's just a body. She's just a body. So I just be like, oh, what am I going to say? I don't say anything to her because I don't want to start arguments or fights with women, but she really need to go to rehab. That's where she really needs to go to. But who am I? I'm nobody. But they really need to get her some help. See, I know they look at that place like, well, you know, we're not a rehab. You know, that lady knows she got a problem. And for people that's drug addicts and using drugs, they know they have a problem. She doesn't want to fix the problem right now. She's still in her addiction. I worked in treatment centers before, and I wasn't an addict myself, and I wasn't in recovery or anything. Because a lot of people, when I worked in treatment before, they will always ask me like, "Are you in treatment? Were you ever in treatment? Are you I don't know why these words are not going." They used to ask me when I was in treatment, when I worked in treatment. I said, "No, I was never in treatment. I'm not in recovery. This is just a job for me." Yada yada yada. I think I'm gonna throw this in the trash right here. Nah, that's too sketchy. I got trash I need to throw away. You know, if you have like Walmart's or ShopRite or something, a lot of these grocery stores have trash cans that we could just throw trash in. So I utilize them, honey. Because I'm not going to be driving around in my car with trash. And when you're like in my situation, homeless or whatever, you're going to be utilizing these trash receptacles in town. You're just going to be using them and throwing stuff out. And this one, look, I'm not even going to have to get out the car to throw my stuff in this one. I'm going to stick it in the can. It's a lot of trash too. It's a lot of trash. I'm put it in the trash receptacle because some people throw trash in the street and they keep moving. I'm not that type of person, honey. I'm not gonna be throwing my trash. I just don't. I never was a litter type of person. I'm not littering. I just don't. I don't think it's cool to throw trash in the street. I hate when people do that. And I hate when people go to like, whole parking lots and they feel like it's okay to throw like your coffee cup in the street. Like I hate when people litter. I just don't like littering because somebody has to clean that up, man. And it's not only that. It's just the fact that common courtesy, man. Somebody got to clean up your mess. Somebody got to clean it up. But I don't know, y'all. For the most part, I'm over the shelter. But like I said, ain't nothing I can do about it right now. I just got to keep on enduring the things that I see, the things that I hear. I gotta just deal with it until I'm able to get to freak out. That's it. That's all I can do, baby. That's all I can do is endure it for now. And I'm not complaining. I just come on here. I mean, I am complaining a little bit, but I just come on here and tell my story of, being homeless and my experience inside a homeless shelter that, if you lose your home or your apartment or something, that's probably where you're going to be headed next. And some shelters don't even have like space or room for extra people. So if anybody ever need to go into the shelter, make sure you go into the shelter when it's like, the weather is a little bit warmer because nobody's in the shelter like in the summertime. Like it's really light in the shelter in the summer because a lot of people rather sleep on the streets or sleep in the park or sleep. But in the wintertime is when people come in. There was another girl that came in last night. She was a young girl, looked like she's a college girl. And she looked like she was probably 22 years old. And I was like, wow, sis is young, you know what I mean? She was in chapel yesterday and she was very talkative and just talking about, the chapel is like, it's like Bible study. So she was in chapel talking about, but she was a young girl. She looked like she was 22 years old. And I was like, damn. Some of these kids come in, they're really, really young. It's not really a lot of younger people in there, but sometimes they come in and they're like 19, 18. Okay, to complain, you still a human. Yeah. Yeah, I'm complaining today. Things happen, and I share my stories with people, and I want people to know that, if you go into a shelter, these are the type of things that you may have to endure or deal with. You know what I mean? Some shelters are worse than the others. One thing I can say, the staff members that work at night, they be in the office sleeping even though they're supposed to be checking on us at least every hour, like do walkthroughs like a prison would do. Like prisoners, when you in jail, them COs, they supposed to check on people like every 30 minutes or every hour. Just do like a walkthrough, make sure nobody's like getting beat up or raped or anything. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen to the girls, but in prison, they have to do walkthroughs and walkarounds, making sure nobody's like committing suicide or make sure nobody's beating somebody else up or trying to take advantage of another person. But we all know in jail, no one cares about the prisoners. So even in a shelter, nobody cares about us. Them staff members are supposed to be up at night. They're supposed to be alert at what's going on. They're supposed to answer the phones. They're supposed to walk through and make sure the girls are okay. Make sure another girl's not in another girl's bed. You know what I mean? I mean, most of the time the girls are not going to do that because it's such a close environment with your neighbor. So most of the time you're not going to see two girls trying to do something or whatever. You're just not going to see that because everybody would see it and everybody would know because you could just hear it. You know what I mean? So certain things are not going to happen because it's just one big giant room and it's like 13 girls in it. So certain things people just not going to do. But those staff members that work at night should be checking on us every hour because if you was checking on things every hour, you would see stuff that goes on that these women are doing in the middle of the night. And mainly it's the white lady that I told y'all about. It's mainly her. Somebody, I don't know if somebody's sending me laughing emojis or hearts or smiles. I don't know. I don't know what somebody's sending me, but I see the happy faces, but I'm not sure if it's laughing emojis or I don't know what it is, child. I don't know what it is. I can't really see it. It's so small. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? What y'all all got going on today? What are y'all doing today? I'm going back to work tomorrow, so I'm actually happy about it. I talked to this lady at the Wawa, right? She's a black older woman too. She's really nice, really outgoing personality, really very friendly. Every time I go in Wawa, she's always got a nice, joyful posterior to her. She's always happy. Always upbeat personality and everything. And she's just nice to everybody. All the customers come in, she's nice to all of them. She, I guess the regulars that come in there, she always be having her little conversations with people. She's just a real friendly woman. Those are the type of people I like to make friends with. You know what I mean? Those are the people I like to make friends with. But she's a nice lady. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. I see them coming in. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate y'all's support. I very much thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Thank you guys so much. But it's just another day, and I'm going back to work tomorrow, honey, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Wait a minute. I'm gonna check my schedule and make sure I ain't scheduled to come in there today. I don't think I am though. I just gotta look at my schedule and everything and make sure I'm right. Cause what's today? Today's Wednesday, so yeah. So so I do go back to work tomorrow. Yeah, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I go back to work tomorrow, honey. I'm ready to go back, get back into what I need to get back into. Cause like I said, we have a new computer system, so I need to be able to navigate that properly. And I can't wait to get back to just. I don't want to get back to the people because a lot of people I work with, I don't even like them. Like I don't even like a lot of people I work with. Like most of the people I work with, I don't favor them very much. And I know that's a lot to say, but I mean I'm being honest. I don't like half the people I work with. That's why I'm not as outgoing and stuff because people have done things to me. They try to play me, try to throw shade and stuff like that. And they wonder why I'm standoffish. Like, I'll come into a room and just say, hey, how's everybody doing? And I know people are going to be like, oh, where you been? On vacation. I'm sure you know already. Like, I don't need to explain. I don't need to explain. I know y'all know I was on vacation. I don't need to explain anything else. Oh, did you do anything good? No, just a staycation. Relaxed. That's it. They're gonna start these little side-in conversations. Oh, you do anything good? Nope, just a staycation. Enjoyed my family. That's all. Did things around the house. That's all I'm gonna say. I keep it short and sweet. I don't get into anything. I'm not. I don't have money like that, so I can't jet set and take a vacation like some of them are able to. So they're like, "Oh, you've been going for almost 2 weeks." I said, "I'm glad. I needed that. I needed this vacation. It would have been a better vacation if I was able to have my apartment or be in my house. It would have been a lot better. But next year, my vacation next year, I'm gonna be in my own place. So we banking on that one. We're banking on me having my own place next vacation. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so we looking forward to that, honey. Putting that into existence. You know what I'm saying? We marking that into existence, honey. We banking on that one. Next year, I'm going to be in my own place. It might be an extended stay. It might be a house. It might be an apartment. Either way, I'm banking on that. We're banking on it, honey. Yes, we are. Next year, it's going to be a staycation. It's going to be one at home. And who knows? Maybe next year I might even be able to take a vacation. Who knows? Who knows what things may look like, you know? Who freaking knows, baby? But I'm still grateful. I'm still grateful. I'm still grateful. Well, good morning, guys. It's just a rainy day. I just walked for 30 minutes. Oh, good for you. Good. It's always good to exercise. I didn't go to the gym yesterday. I'm going back to the gym today. And I have something I have to do today. So I'm going to go do that. And it's just running odds and ends. I don't really have nothing to do, like odds and ends. I'm just going to go to the gym, work out. I'm probably going to eventually work my way back to the shelter and have dinner at the shelter. Because, like I said, I've been spending a lot of extra money that I don't need to spend on food. And I really don't need to spend it on food. I can go to the shelter to eat, even though the shelter food is not like the best. It's not the best quality, but it's still something that I can eat. You know what I mean? So I look at it like that. The girls be complaining and stuff. I said, listen, you gonna get something some other kind of way? We gotta eat what we get. You know what I mean? Eat what we have. And for breakfast, they normally get like these breakfast sandwiches from Wawa. I guess Wawa gives them breakfast sandwiches, the stuff that they don't sell. They donate the stuff to like shelters. And I could tell it's a breakfast sandwich from Wawa. So some of the local businesses in the area, they go around and get the food, pick up the food, and they be freezing it and giving it to us. like I said, I don't really eat there, but sometimes I do eat there. Sometimes they make stuff, like sometimes they may make rice or they may make pasta. Like when you're in a situation like mine, you can't be sitting around here being picky. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to be picky about. I gotta get it how I get it. So I'm grateful. I ain't gonna sit around here and complain and cry about food. At least they feeding us something. You know what I'm saying? We gotta eat something. So that's my story. Thank you for all the hearts. I see them coming in. Thank you. Whoever's giving me the hearts, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What y'all got going on today? 7 people watching. You guys getting ready for work and everything? I hope you guys have a really good day, a good positive one. And I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. I'm actually happy about going back to work. Somebody was like, "You happy about going back to work?" Like, yeah. Like, what else am I doing? I'm not doing anything. I've just been existing out here, like putting my stuff in storage and sitting in parking lots of stores. You know, like like I'm sitting on the sofa in my apartment watching a movie. I just be on my phone inside like Walmart or something. I don't really even be chilling in Walmart. I go to Home Depot to lounge at, or if it's a nice sunny day, I'll go to the park. And I didn't even do hiking like I was supposed to. I didn't even hike. I didn't hike, no. I hiked maybe twice. But I was supposed to go to this hiking destination, this other place that's a little bit further out. I didn't even make it there. I didn't even make it to what I said I was going to do. So, I mean, some of the things I said I was going to do on this time off, I didn't do. But the most important thing I did was um, move my storage. So I got that out the way. So you got to give yourself grace and clap your hands for the little things that you're able to do and the little things that you've gotten done. So I'm glad that, I got things done the way I needed to get them done, honey. I'm proud of myself, baby. So I'm at the storage and I got until 6 o'clock. They don't open until 6, but yeah. I'm glad. That's what I succeeded and got done. I wanted to start making soaps, but like I said, I have to make those soaps. I got to get a hotel room and make the soaps inside a hotel room. I can't really make the soaps inside storage because it's not really a lot of space. The electricity outlet is not where I expected it to be, because last time I was here when they had my storage before, my storage was on the side and my storage was literally right next door to a socket outlet, and this one is not next door to a socket. So, and I said something to the girl in the office when I was getting the storage. I said, "Do y'all have any outlets that I could charge?" I just said, "Do y'all have an electrical outlet that I could charge my cell phone?" She was like, "No, we don't allow that." I'm like, "You don't allow that?" And I'm driving around and I see these electrical sockets and you're telling us we can't use them? Are you kidding me? Like, we pay a fee to rent the storage container. You're telling me that I can't use the electrical outlets? Like, sis, you gotta be bugging. I haven't walked much lately. I just walked 30 minutes. That's good. Exercise is a good thing. 30 minutes is all you need every day. It is all you need every day, is at least 30 minutes to do some kind of physical activity. Because when I go to the gym, I pretty much stay in there for like an hour. I do my cardio for like, sometimes I do cardio for 30 minutes, but sometimes I do it for like 15. So, but lately I've been doing 15-minute cardios, and then I'll go to my mat, stretch, do some yoga stretching, and then I'll do some, do not do my weights. I do my weights and dumbbells. I pretty much just deal with dumbbells at the gym. But I've been exercising and working out since I was like, for like 14 and 15 years now. So I've been consistently exercising, consistently working out, because it helps me mentally. So yeah, some days of course I don't want to go, and I'm trying to figure out how things are going to work with the gym when I start working a second job. I really don't even want to work a second job, to be honest, but I don't have a choice. I have to do this, and I'm like, damn, praying that my soap business can take off. If my soap business takes off, I can just work a job and then do my soap business on the side. That's what I kind of want to stick to. Like, my soap business doing great, and I don't have to be in just like working America, like corporate America, and have a second job. I'm always going to work a full-time job unless miraculously my soap business just takes off. Like, it kind of took off when I first started, because sometimes when you run in a business, it can be a lot for one person. But I like making soap, so I enjoy making lotion and deodorant and stuff. I make it for myself first, and then I sell it, give whatever I have to my customers. But when I start off this time, I'm focusing just on the soaps for right now. That's all I'm going to focus on is soap making. But when I make the soaps, I'm going to have to rent either I'm going to have to rent a hotel or I'm going to have to rent an Airbnb for a day. If I could do that, maybe until I get my place, then I can start making my soaps in my place again. But I might have to rent. I'm going to have to rent a Airbnb for the day a or a um or a hotel. Either way, either or. I'm going to have to rent so I can make the soap in there because I don't know the electrical outlet at the storage is not actually outside my storage like it was before when I was here before. So it's not around where I need for it to be, and I don't want them to catch me in there like. And when I make soap, it's a lot of dirty dishes that's gonna come up. So I have to have access to water so I can wash my dishes and stuff afterwards. Soap making can be really messy too, so it can be a little messy. But I can't wait to start making my first couple of batches. So I'm gonna have to rent a hotel. I really didn't want to have to do that. I wanted to make the soap inside the storage, but I do need to have access to like water. And I'm like, damn, if the shelter was pretty good, I could do it at the shelter. But I don't want all the girls in my business. I don't want everybody in my business. So, because everybody don't want you to succeed, especially if they see you trying to start a business and everything. Thank y'all for whoever's giving me those hearts. I see them coming in. Thank you. But especially because I asked one of my sisters. I was going to ask one of my sisters, hey, can I start making my soap again in your house? And I don't want to go that route because I don't want people to start complaining. Oh, you left this on my counter. People start complaining. So I don't want to ask my sisters anything. And if you're making money, a lot of people don't want to see you do that anyway. So, and it was funny. I was having this conversation with my sister the other day um about voting, right? Don't you know my sister had the nerve to tell me that she voted for Donald Trump? And I don't get into political talking or whatever. You vote for whoever you wanted to vote for. But my sister was like, I voted for Trump and I can't believe that I. So now I know the way she act now is valid. Her feelings are valid. The way she be treating me and stuff over the years, how she act like she better than people. And I said, a lot of Christians, people that consider themselves to be Christians, they voted for Donald Trump. And I don't even get into political conversations, so I think I'm gonna stop talking like this. But she was telling me the other day that she voted for Donald Trump, and I was looking at her like, really? I was like, oh wow. Then she was like, oh, I don't know why I voted for him. I said, well, that's on you. So you don't come to me trying to explain why you voted for people. But I don't get into political conversations. But I was like, oh, you did, huh? A lot of Christians voted for Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is far from a freaking Christian. He's far from that. Okay. She voted for Trump as a minority. I mean, a lot of black people voted for Donald Trump. So you vote for who you want to vote for. But a lot of black people that are Christians did vote for Trump because they consider, the Republican Party is supposed to be I don't get into political talking points, but I just wanted to say, like, my sister voted for Trump, and then she tried to have this conversation with me saying that, oh, I voted for him. I don't know why. Well, that's on you. So he's in the office now. A lot of black people voted for Trump, so it's not just about black or whoever. A lot of people of different cultures voted for him, but I don't really get into conversations of political stuff, but she did, and she had the nerve to tell me like, "Oh yeah, I voted for Trump. I don't know why." But that's on y'all. He's here and he's doing whatever he's doing, and it's affecting your household too, honey. So, but I don't get into political talking points on my channel. I don't talk about Donald Trump or anything in any parties, but I just thought I would say that because she had the nerve to come out of her mouth and tell me, I don't know why I voted for Trump. I said, oh, wow, you and your husband voted for him, huh? You're not affected because you're so comfortable in your lifestyle, your lifestyle of having money and having houses and having all these things when you got people in your family that, uh, are on food stamps or homeless like myself. So I wonder what you think about me. I wonder what you really think about me and how I know she thinks not so great of me because of the way that she treats me. So, and that's okay. They're liberal. I don't consider myself anything. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm just myself, you know. All the parties are liars. They all lie to get into stuff, but I'm not liberal or Democrat or nothing. There's some things that I do believe in each party, but I don't really care. People believe in whatever they want to believe in, so I don't really I'm not scorning her for being like that, but I see why she probably treats a lot of people the way she treats them because she's a Republican. I'm like, wow, okay. This is the final chapter of my moving all my stuff out. I'm gonna get the TVs probably later or tomorrow or whatever. A little bit more stuff, yeah. almost there, y'all. Almost there. I'm proud of myself, guys. The only thing that's in there are my 2 televisions. That is it. That is left in there. My 2 TVs, and I can either get those today and transport them or get them tomorrow on my way to work. But good morning, everybody. Trumpnotics. Trumpy. Well, you can sign up your email. You can sign free food. I don't really want to eat at McDonald's too much. I try to stay away from the fast food crap. I really do. I really, really do, honey. I know I might have some free food at Wawa because I have the Wawa point system thing. So I gotta look at that and see if anything. If I can get some free soup from Wawa, I like that. But I don't frequent McDonald's really at all. So try not to eat this crappy food. But sometimes you don't have any. You know. Sometimes you just can't eat that fast food like that. I'm trying to get away from the crap. Trying to get away from it. But then I'm going back to work tomorrow, so I still have to be out here eating the food because I have to eat, you know. But I'm just cutting down on my food intake, like 1 meal a day, honey. 1 meal a day, and if it's things that I can make, like I can make noodles at work. I can make like frozen vegetables, cut up some avocado or something. See, the thing is, like where I work at, they don't have like an oven, like one of those. They don't have an air fryer. If they had an air fryer, I could get meat. I could get like chicken breast or something, put it in the freezer, or salmon. I could put that in the air fryer at work, but they don't have an air fryer where I'm at. So I might buy an air fryer, you know what I mean, for myself and just keep it there. Like I have my coffee. I have my coffee maker there, and it's like a coffee maker, but it's a mini coffee maker. So I have that at work, and I use that when I want coffee. So I do that to try to save because I have coffee that I still need to use up. I'm not going to just throw it away. So I try to figure out different avenues to make money. And, in the morning, if I work like a 9 to 5, I always try to just go to work and make my own coffee there, save my money, make my own coffee. Because, 255 every day it adds up. At the end of the week, I almost spent almost $20 on coffee. I can keep that in my pocket or put that in my gas tank. You know what I mean? So I know how to penny pinch if I need to and stuff, and I need to start penny pinching more. But like I said, most of my extra money that I make, it goes into gas and it goes to food. And I'm not out here like buying Red Lobster, you know what I mean? I'm not out here like buying expensive stuff, but I spend like $20 a day on food almost. I usually try to just have some lunch and then I gotta find something for dinner. So it's almost like $20 that I'm spending a day trying to keep myself fed. But that money is going, like, that's why I said I have to get myself together and get out of this shelter so I could, make my meals again like I used to. I used to just bring whatever I had for dinner last night to work the next day, and boom, I didn't have to worry about buying anything. And I used to watch all these young kids at my job. They used to always like buy stuff, and I used to be trying to tell them, I say, listen, y'all better save y'all money and stop buying that Uber Eats crap every day because you're spending like $25 to $30 on somebody to bring you food when you can just go pick it up yourself. So I was like, girl, y'all spending too much money. But a lot of the younger kids are the ones that are living at home with their parents. So they're living in a different, they don't have much responsibility because they're living at home. But still, even if I was living at home, honey, I'm saving money. I'm not spending $30 on Uber Eats for a sub sandwich. Or, like, I'm just not doing that. That's freaking insane. Some things are just too expensive. And on top of that, I be trying to learn how to. I know how to cook myself, so I don't have to learn how to cook. I already know. But expensive as everything is out here today, I would be on YouTube finding me some recipes to make me some dinner and then take what I had for dinner last night to lunch the next day. That'll be about the cheapest way to try to save some money because it's too expensive out here. But I said the kids that live at home with their parents, they don't have a lot of responsibility. Hopefully they have some kind of responsibility. Hopefully the parents are having the kids being responsible for, chores, paying some bills around the house to help and assist. That's what a kid should be doing if they're in their early 20s. They should be working, unless they're in college or something like that. But even if you're in college, you still should have some kind of side job doing something to bring in some money to the household. That's what I believe. I feel. I eat one meal a day, but the fast food is killing me. Yeah, it's crazy. I know, girl. I usually been trying to I get soups from Wawa, and they're filled with sodium and stuff. So I try not to go to the burger route. If I get a burger, I go to like Burger King and I get like the Whopper Junior with cheese. Um, Sometimes if I want to splurge a little bit, I'll get like a Red Lobster meal and just pick it up and eat that. But that's like maybe once a month. But yeah, I'm tired of eating this food out here. I don't really go the cheesesteak route. I don't really go like fast food too crazy, but I only went this route only because I'm on vacation right now and I didn't have access. Like, I'm not at the shelter. So I had no choice. But even when I go back to work, sometimes at work we have events there and like the holidays and stuff is coming up. So they be having food and stuff at work. Sometimes I could just bring my little snack sandwich bags and sometimes some of the guys, like this guy at work, he buys all the girls, he buys us dinner sometimes. So I take advantage of that stuff. When I'm able to get something for free and somebody's buying something or my job is having some kind of potluck, so I take advantage of it and I eat their stuff. I eat what they have available, even though sometimes people can't cook. Like my supervisor, the one that runs the store, he's in charge of everything. He be having these meatballs and he portrays like he makes the meatballs himself, but he actually gets frozen meatballs and throw tomato sauce on it, which is no problem. But the last time he did it, he was like, "I'm sorry, y'all, but it's too salty. I put too much salt in the. It was too much salt on the meatballs, and there was no bread. So whatever I'm able to get at work for free, I'm going to get it there. And I think I'm going to invest in getting an air fryer and just keep it there. And it's going to be my air fryer or a toaster oven. I'll probably be better with a toaster oven. I'm probably going to get a toaster oven and take it to the job and utilize that. That way I'm able to make, a healthy lunch, like some salmon. If I can get a bag of salmon from Sam's Club and just keep it at the job in the freezer and just, thaw it out when I go into work, take it out or have it for the next day or whatever. I'm trying to eat better and I can do that. I just don't want people at the work at the job be like, yo, what is she doing? You know what I mean? What's going on with her that she got to have an air fryer up in here? But I'm probably going to get an air fryer there for myself. Because nobody else there. A lot of people are lazy. Nobody's cooking. But I could throw a piece of salmon in the air fryer. You know what I mean? I could do that. Piece of salmon, throw in the air fryer. Get some frozen vegetables from ShopRite. So that's what I'm going to invest in. I'm going to get an air fryer or even a toaster oven, but it's probably going to be an air fryer because I can get a little mini baby air fryer from anywhere. You know what I mean? Amazon or whatever. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I can make my own lunch because I work 5 days a week. So when I'm there 5 days a week, put a piece of fish in there, throw some vegetables on top of it, or so make a salad. You know what I'm saying? I could buy the food, but if I could buy a bag of salmon and have a piece of air fried salmon every couple of days or something, because eventually I'm gonna get tired of eating the same stuff. So, but yeah, I gotta figure something out, man. Because I don't want to be at work like cooking and making too much stuff, and then everybody gonna be looking like, what What you in there making rice for? You know what I'm saying? Don't you got a house? Don't you have a home? You know, so I don't want to put myself on blast and let people know, like, hey, I am homeless. So I'm trying to stay low key with stuff. I eat 1 meal a day. Yeah, that's what I try to do. 1 meal. I'm not really thank God I'm not like a gluttonous eater anyway. I'm not like a big fat eater. Like, oh my God, I gotta have this. Oh my God, I gotta have that. So, but I am an eater, but I'm fine with 1 meal a day. I mean, that's what humans should be eating anyway. We don't need breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We only need 1 meal a day. That's all you really need. But we don't need breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snack and dessert and all this stuff. We don't need all that. That's why I'm not even like sometimes some mornings I will get hash browns, but even on top of that, I don't get hash browns all the time. I might get hash browns maybe like once a week from McDonald's, but you know I'm not a big breakfast person anyway. I mean, when I had my own apartment on the weekends when I was like off on a Saturday, I would make like a big breakfast, like some bacon, eggs. I'll make some grits, some cheese grits. You know, I like down home Southern cooking. Like, you know what I mean? I love soul food, like down home Southern cooking. So maybe once a week I might make some grits and eggs and put some toast on the side and stuff like that. I love food now. I do, but I'm not an overeater either. So I can go without it. But I do like to eat I like to eat food because, like I said, Thanksgiving's coming up. If I was home and had my own place, I would make Thanksgiving at my house with no problem because I like to cook and I like to eat. I don't buy big turkeys. I used to just get like the turkey legs and I will put the turkey legs in the oven. I don't buy turkeys anymore. I stopped doing that a long time ago. So, because sometimes turkey we don't end up eating it anyway. But I wonder how much turkeys are nowadays. Like how much, it's the season for people trying to get their first turkey for Thanksgiving. But I'm like, child, I wonder how much these damn turkeys going to be. My hands are so dry. That's another thing. Being out here living this homeless lifestyle, you don't have access to water. Like I have access to water now that I'm going back to work and stuff, but we're always finding ourselves stopping at McDonald's or Starbucks or wherever you got to go to wash your hands. We just don't have access to water like that. That's why I said, man, I'll never be like this again. This will be the last time I will be homeless in my lifetime. Like, because I'm actively going to be doing every single thing I can do to keep myself with money coming in. In this economy and things that are happening, I'm not a fear person. I'm not a fear monger, but I'm a hustler by nature. So I don't care if I got to work 7 days a week, 30 days out the month. Like, I don't want to work like that for honestly, but I just got to keep going and keep doing what I'm doing and keep trying to move forward with my life and keep staying positive. Like, I was in my car yesterday for a couple of hours at Home Depot because, I didn't want to go back to the shelter. I was so uncomfortable in the car after a while. You just get uncomfortable being in the car, and I'm just like, oh, I got to figure something out, man. But I was uncomfortable in my car after a while. I was like, I want to go back to the shelter. I wish I could just go back somewhere, lay in a bed, and just freaking relax. But that's not going to happen until I find my own place. Like, that's just not going to happen anymore. Until I find my own spot, my own place again, then that'll happen. But right now, it's not going to happen. So, I don't know, y'all. I just got to keep going. So, just keep going, keep putting my foot forward. Keep staying positive and keep doing what I'm doing. I'm proud of myself, man. I pat myself on the back because my storage is almost empty. I have two televisions in there. I have a tire that I'm going to move either today or tomorrow. I'm going to just transport that when I'm on my way to work because tomorrow is the last day of well, no, actually Friday is. I got my days mixed up. Yeah, I'm thinking today's Thursday, but today's Wednesday. So yeah, I'm gonna transport the rest of my stuff tomorrow. I'm not gonna waste no gas on making two trips today. Now, if I drop this stuff off and I feel like I want to come back and do another trip, I'll do it today and just get it out the way. But the storage is empty now, so I'm proud of myself, man. I gotta pat myself on the back for just getting all this stuff done and out the way. You gotta give yourself grace, man. I gotta pat myself on the back. I give myself a hug. I give my damn self a freaking hug, because, man, I'm doing the freaking thing. Even though some days it seems like I'm not getting anything accomplished, but I'm doing a whole freaking lot. And I'm proud of myself for doing a whole lot. I'm doing amazing, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good for myself. I'm doing really, really freaking well. Doing well, man. I gotta keep telling myself that I'm doing a good job. You doing a good job. I came so far. When I got into this situation 2 years ago, um, I had just lost some jobs that I had, and I had to find me another job. And I found a job, the job that I have now. I found me a new job. That was an accomplishment. I said, you know what? I'm homeless. I said, it's about time for me to work on my credit. I said, it's a good time for me to work on my credit. Got my credit together. I did the damn thing. My credit is almost at good standing. Almost there. I'm at fair. I'm almost at 700. Almost there. So I give myself grace, man. I give myself thanks. I'm thankful that I made all these moves during my homeless journey. And look what I've accomplished. Like, look, I'm moving the stuff out of this storage, moving it to another one. Getting rid of stuff. Throwing away things. And some things I was like, no, I don't want to throw this away. You know, this costs this much. I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to get rid of this. I want to have this when I move into my apartment. But certain things I can get again. I can get this again. I can buy it again. I had to let go of so much. I had to let go of my air filter that I had in my apartment or whatever. I had the air filter in the hotels too. But these air purifiers, I let go of one of those, and that was like $100. I just let it go. I said somebody else will be utilizing it because I can't utilize it right now. I have to let go of the extra baggage. Let go of it. And here I am, almost ready to take my almost last load over to my new storage, and I have all my business stuff on one side, and then I have all my other stuff on the other side, like my personal clothes, shoes, whatever, everything. And then I'm finding things that I've been looking for, like, oh my God, I forgot I had this. So, and I'm still just getting rid of stuff, weaning stuff down. But for the most part, most of my clothes and everything, I didn't throw away a lot of stuff. Not threw away, but put it in the Goodwill, the thrift store, thrifted it up, and gave it to somebody, like somebody else could use this. I don't need all this crap for what? It was clothes that I haven't ever worn that I had. Like, I've never worn this, and I probably never will wear it. But yeah, so at the shelter on Wednesdays, we have to strip our beds. Wednesdays, we have to take our sheets off the bed and wash them. And I don't let the shelter wash my sheets. I wash my own stuff when I go to the laundromat or whatever. So I just take my bottom sheet off. And my blankets, I'm able to fold those up and keep them on my bed. They don't wash the blanket. Like, I don't wash my blanket. I wash my blankets maybe once a month. But I make sure I wash my linens, the sheets that my linen, I'll wash those like weekly. But my blankets, I just fold them up and put them on my bunk bed. My pillow, I take the pillowcase off. I just wash my pillowcase and I wash my bottom sheet, and that's it. So Wednesdays at the shelter, they wash all the linens. They wash the linen that they provide. Now, as a girl, I could bring in my own towels. I could have all my own stuff. But I have my own stuff, and some of the other girls have their own stuff too to wash it or whatever. So I have my own things. I bring in my own sheets and everything because I had some bad experiences with utilizing some of their linens and stuff like that. So I'm glad I didn't do that. But if you have your own linens and everything and you're going into the shelter, you better take your own stuff because you never know. I don't believe to this day that they wash those clothes with laundry detergent and everything. I don't think they be washing that stuff, honey. I don't know what they be doing with it. I think they be throwing it into the washer and just throwing some hot water on it, and that's that. I don't think they put detergent because, number one, the sheets don't even smell like they were washed. They don't smell like anything. So I personally don't think that they're washing that stuff. I think they just run it through some hot water, run it through the dryer, and give it back to us. And I was like, oh no, I can't be laying on somebody else's nasty, filthy, hairy, whatever is left on their sheets. It's just nasty. I can't do it. So I'm like, thank God I went to Walmart because there is twin sheets in the shelter. You don't have a queen bed in no shelter. It's always twin. So I went to go buy me some 2 twin sheets. I bought me two twin sheets, and the sheets come with like two pillowcases and a top sheet. I really don't use the top sheet, but yeah, I keep my own stuff going on. I have my own towels. Even in the shelter, they don't offer wash rags like to wash your body. I'm sorry, I don't wash my body with my hands. I have to have a wash rag to scrub my body with soap. So I was like, y'all don't have wash rags here? She was like, oh no, they don't have that here. I said, oh, okay. I said, let me get my rags out of my shelter, out of my storage, and bring all my own stuff in there. I bring my own towels, my own rags, my own washcloths. I have my own soap. I have my own toothpaste. Every now and again, I will ask them for toothpaste though. So anything in there that I can get from them, I will get. Like basically, I just get toothpaste and toothbrushes. If I need a toothbrush, I ask them for it. They have plenty of those there. But I don't ask them for soap because I make my own soap. I still have soap from my business that I use for myself. But I don't really ask them for anything except for toothpaste or toothbrush every now and again. And sometimes I just keep getting them. Once a month, I'll be like, hey, can I get another toothpaste? And just put it in my bag just for extra. Because you never know. Why not get extra when you can? Because they always get a lot of donations of toothbrushes and stuff like that. They be having shampoo and all that stuff, but I only wash my hair once a month. And I know some people think that's nasty, but I wash my hair once a month. And I'm not able to blow dry my hair or straighten it or stretch it or anything because there's no time in there to do that. There's no time. They only give you like an hour. It's like an hour and a half when you get into the shelter at night. We can go upstairs by 8:30, and we're supposed to be done showering and everything in the bed by 10. So they only give us like an hour and a half to take a shower, wash your hair. Like we don't have time for none of that. So there's no time. That's why if I need to do anything like wash my hair or anything, I go right to the gym. That way I can take time to wash my hair and do what I need to do for that. But yeah, I wash my hair once a month. Once a month. Depends on what's going on. I might wash it every 2 weeks, but for the most part, since I'm out here in the shelter, once a month. Can't take care of yourself the way you want to in the shelter because there's no time to do that because there's a whole bunch of other women. Prayer for you. May the world be your home. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep. The world is definitely my home right now, especially being displaced. Girl, we have so many similarities. Yeah. Yeah, girl. Wash my hair once a month. Now, when I was home, I still wash my hair once a month. Sometimes I not even wash my hair. I might even wash my hair every 2 months. And I know a lot of people think that's nasty, but black people don't. We don't have to wash our hair that much. But for the most part, my hair is natural, and I've been natural for like over 20 years. So I just twist my hair and twist dookie twist and throw my little bonnet on. I wear a lot of hats in the shelter. But my hair is always basically twisted because I work out so much. I exercise like the gym. I have a gym lifestyle, so I don't really wear weaves and all that stuff. And I don't, try to bash anybody that wears weave or anything. But I'm a natural girl, so my hair is always in twists or in braids or something like that because I'm constantly exercising and working out, sweating out my head. So, but I don't wash my hair like that, especially not in the shelter because there's no time. There's no time. So I just try to take everything on the whim. It is what it is. But like I said, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of how far I've come. So you got to pat yourself on the back. Even the little things, pat yourself on the back. Be grateful. Especially if you're out here walking around with no support from family. I have nobody. You know what I'm saying? I have nobody. But when I go to church on Sundays, I see my sister. And I know she don't give a damn. I know she don't care. But I don't say nothing to her. Because I'm going to air these people out. Once I get my own place, once I get myself settled, then I'm going to air them out. I'm going to let them know how I feel. But I'm keeping myself quiet right now. I'm going to air my family out and let them know I went through this alone. No support, no help. Because if my sister right now, if she lost her husband, if her husband left her or whatever, she's going to want support from her family. You're going to want support from us. Nobody wants to walk through anything alone and by themselves. So, but I'm gonna air them out when I get done. My girlfriend be like, "Yo, don't even waste your time, man. Just live your life." And I say, "You know what? You're right." Sometimes I be like, "You're right," but then sometimes I'm like, "No, I want to tell them how I feel." So, we'll see. We shall see, my dear. My hands are so freaking dry right now. Because every morning I wake up, like I took a shower last night, but every morning that I wake up, I wash my face with soap and water. After I brush my teeth, I wash my face down with soap and water. But now my face is dry, and I can't put lotion on it because my hands are dirty from picking up the stuff in the storage. But what's left at my storage? I got 2 televisions there that I'm gonna have when I. That's a good thing. When I get my place, I'm gonna have a TV. I'm gonna have 2 TVs that's gonna be available for me. So I'm like, yay! I'm gonna keep my televisions. Like I could get rid of them. I could sell them or do something, but nah, I'm gonna keep my TVs, man. I gotta keep my babies. I gotta keep my babies. So I'll go into my new place and I have 2 televisions. And I don't even watch cable TV, but a television to me is now just like YouTube. I didn't really watch TV when I was home before. I didn't have time. I didn't have cable anyway. I think I dropped cable out of my life like 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. I stopped having cable. Stopped paying for cable. I had cable when my kids were like little so they could watch cartoons or whatever, but for the most part, girl, I don't watch cable television. When you working out here busting your butt in society, did pay bills, who got time to go home and watch TV? Back in the day, I used to watch like Housewives of Atlanta. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't watch reality TV because I felt like reality TV was all acting and it's just a lot of negative stuff with reality TV. So I stopped watching it. But I used to watch Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of New York. I used to watch those shows years ago. Like when they first started, I used to watch those. But I'm trying to figure out why this car in the back of me is about ready to pass me. You see, I got the right of way. What's going on? People be driving so fast to go no damn where. Don't y'all know this is deer season? I'm not about to let no deer jump in front of my car, honey. I don't speed driving. You speed, you go around me. I can't stand aggressive drivers. Like, go on around me, baby. Make your way around. I'm not running into no deer. This is deer season. It's hunting season coming up. Nah, we can't do that. But yeah, I used to watch The Housewives of New York, which was the Housewives in Beverly Hills and the white girls. You know, I used to watch them. I used to love them in the beginning. But over the years, I just stopped watching reality TV show because it used to suck me. It used to suck me dry. The negativity, the fighting, the hate. I watched Housewives of Atlanta when Housewives of Atlanta first came out. I used to watch that. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop. I used to watch that when they first kind of aired. But over the years, I just got like, why am I watching this stuff? And it's filled with drama, negativity, women hating other women, just everything. And I got tired of watching that because I felt like it was changing I was changing. Like it was changing me. And I was like, no, I can't watch this reality crap no more. So I stopped watching reality TV because it's a joke. It's just geared towards hate. The women want to fight. They fighting each other, beating each other up. Husband cheating, like just drama, drama, drama. But people like it, so I mean they get the ratings up. But I don't watch none of that stuff anymore. I just don't. It's no good for me. So I watch YouTube. I'm a YouTube person. I watch YouTube. That's my thing. YouTube. So then after I stopped watching like reality TV, you know, I had my phones, my laptops, my whatever. I started getting into YouTube and I started watching like hiking stuff. You know, I'm into that type of stuff, hiking, going to the woods in nature. So I will watch people like content creators from Canada hiking. I'm into like hunting. Like I like hunting, watching hunters hunt bears, and I'm into the wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? The bushcraft. I like that type of stuff. So I started watching that on YouTube, like really heavy camping, hiking the Appalachian Trail, hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, hiking the White Mountains, just all those type of things. I'm into all of that stuff. So I got into that really heavy, and I still watch all that stuff today, but I can't, being in the shelter, I can't watch YouTube the way I want to watch it. But I started getting into that hiking app stuff. And then I started getting into like the tiny houses. Oh, I'm in the middle of the wilderness and I built my own cabin, stuff like that, the off-grid lifestyle. I started watching that. And then when I got into my apartment, when I knew I was going to lose my place, I started watching a lot of content about homeless people. Homeless this, homeless that. You know, I knew I was losing my apartment or whatever. So I wanted to be prepared for being homeless when it was my time. So I watched homeless stuff like 2 years before I was even homeless. I'm on natural and I don't put all those products in my hair. Yeah. The only thing I kind of put in my hair is when I go to work, I put gel. in the front. It depends on how I feel. I'll put gel in the front to smooth my edges down a little bit, but for the most part, I don't really. I'm a natural girl too, and people be looking at me like, "Are you gonna do something with your hair?" Trolls here. Who's the troll? Are there trolls here, or are you the troll? Sometimes I let the trolls live. I don't always block them, even if they're here. Half the time, I don't even see it. Half the time, I don't even see the damn trolls, child, because I be driving. The only time I'm able to see the comments if I stop at a stop sign or something, but child, the trolls mean nothing to me. I'm going to continue to talk my talk, walk my walk. Ain't nothing stopping me, baby. Nothing is stopping her from greatness. Heck, these bus drivers be out here early in the morning. But what was I saying? This car is still behind me, right in my coattail. Like, sis, go around me, honey. You such in a rush, and I'm gonna drive slow now just so we can get pissed off. Go around me, sweetie. Please go around me. I'm pulling over so you can get your ass around me. Just go. I don't like you riding my coattail, baby. You don't need to be behind me like that. Go on. Y'all ain't going nowhere anyway but to a damn stop sign. Look, you going up there to make a left-hand turn. I hate that. I hate when people ride my coattail. Like, don't ride my coattail. Go on and do your thing. I'm not in a rush. I'm never in a rush, baby. Now, maybe when I get back to work, I might be. But I'm barely in a rush. I always try to give myself, for work, I give myself, like, I start my day early, so I'm at the gym, but then I have hours until it's time for me to go to work. So I'm always starting my day ahead of time. People be out here riding your coattail, and I be like, yo, go around me because you're not doing that but going to another stop sign or a red light. Like, what are you rushing for, sis? So yeah, y'all, I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I'm actually excited about it. But then when I get back to work, I'm gonna be like, damn, I want to go back on vacation. So here we go, baby. Here we go again. But I know everything gonna work out. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm doing really well. I always pat myself on the back of all my everything that I accomplished. Look at me, my storage is empty. I got just my two televisions to move. I really wish I had a family member that had some space that could just keep my televisions. If you have space, I don't know, maybe my sister might have something out in the shed and she can keep those. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll see, right? This is a nice farmhouse right here. I think somebody bought it. It's a beautiful farmhouse and nice, beautiful land. Like, I love that type of life. I would love to live on a farm. I would love to live in a farm. So you said the trolls are here? I don't see any trolls. Or are you saying that you are the troll? Are you the troll, Mr. Man? I don't care nothing about the trolls. Half the time, I don't even see the comments anyway. I don't see the comments. I told y'all the story about when I made this guy a moderator. He was coming in being super nice to me. You know, he would communicate. We would have these great conversations, and I would be driving home from work, and I would be talking to him, and he would be the first person on there having these whole paragraphs of just having things to say, which is great, like communicating. But one day, somebody came in there and they started calling me the N word, and he was supposed to be my moderator, but then he acted like he didn't see that person calling me the N word. So I didn't say nothing to him. I'm just watching, you know what I'm saying? I'm blocking the person that's calling me the N word. I blocked this person right away, but the person just kept calling me the N word, and I think it was somebody that had multiple accounts, and I believe it was him. So he was like, "Oh, I see we got trolls here or whatever. I'll figure out who they are." And I'm just like, "Listen, man, this moderation stuff, this YouTube stuff don't mean that much to me. That I'm sitting here worried about somebody calling me the N word, a stranger that I don't know. Like, it's not that serious to me. But I'm sitting here thinking, like, if I made you a moderator yesterday, why didn't you see this person call me the N word? Because I think he was the one calling me the N word. So I don't do the moderation stuff on my channel. And a lot of people say you got to be careful with the mods because they could bring your channel down. So some things that a moderator may think is offensive to me is not offensive. Like, if somebody come in here and ask a question, some people is not always saying things out of hate, or, you know, everything is not always like a hateful comment. Some people come in here and they're playful people, and sometimes I'm okay with that. So some things my moderator may block or say, "Oh no, you can't say that." Some things I'm okay. Here, a freaking stupid train. I've never even seen a train ever come this way before, but today's the train day, right? So some things the moderator may think is like out of line or something. The moderator may block the person, and then I'm like, no, that person didn't really need to. So I don't need to watch. I don't need to watch people and then watch and babysit a moderator. Like I don't want to run my channel like that. That's why I don't want moderators on my channel, because it's not really that serious for me. Somebody called me the N word. Oh well, block you. When I get a chance, I'm gonna block you, and that's gonna be that. I'm not gonna sit up here and worry about, like, I don't have time on my hands to be babysitting people on YouTube. If I catch you, I'm gonna block you, and if I don't catch you, oh, kind of, it is what it is. Then you know what I mean. I don't even hear a train coming yet. This train is just, and if these people are gonna be sitting out here, I think they're passing it. I think the people are going through the. I don't hear a train. If they're gone, we might as well keep going too. Like, what is going on? There's no train coming. I don't hear a train. Because I'm about to just run this. We're going to run this. Come on, people. Let's just go through. Because if you don't see a train coming, sometimes the railroad be digging and digging and digging, but there ain't no train coming. So what's going on? But yeah, I don't have time to babysit people on my YouTube channel. Like, most of the time I'm driving, right? And if I was like in my apartment or something, home, I could moderate my own channel. Because I don't. I'm like, even if I had millions of subscribers and you have trolls coming in, everybody's not gonna see your comment because your channel is so big. You can see more things on someone's channel when you're small. You can see stuff. You can block them yourself, or they don't even allow you to block. They allow you to put the person on timeout, and then the person come back the next day. Then the person come back the next day. But I don't look at YouTube as that serious. I don't have time to babysit my channel like that. Like, I just don't have time. I take care of what I take care of, and I'm not into the whole modding up and I'm gonna be a moderator. I don't have time to moderate nobody's channel. I don't even have time for my own life. I don't even have time for my own life situation. So no, I'll never do the moderation again. I moderated one person and it turned into a disaster. And I know that person was the person that was probably. I do hear something. I know that person was the one calling me those nasty names. I was like, wow, your moderator could be the biggest liar. You just can't trust people. Like, I don't know people from a can of paint. So I'm not going to sit up here and I don't do the moderation stuff. I don't get into that. Somebody call me something. If I'm able to catch it, I'll catch it. But for the most part, child, no, it's not that serious. But it's serious, but it's not that serious. But, you know, some people could damage and tear your channel apart. And I'm not going to allow that, so I'm not doing the moderations. I just run my channel on my own, and that's a pretty house. It has the lights. A lot of people putting out their Christmas lights and stuff now. I said, oh, it looks nice, looks nice. But yeah, I do believe that that man was trolling me, and he was the one in the thing calling me the N word. Like, wow, somebody called me an N word. Oh my God, life is over. Oh my God, somebody called me ugly. Oh my God, life is over. Like, I could care less about a troll. I don't care about nobody on this channel that. I don't care what a stranger has to say about me. They say all types of stuff about me, especially me being homeless. But I don't focus on, oh my God, they said this to me. I don't have low self-esteem. So there's nothing that you can say that hasn't been said before. And I don't have low self, baby. I'm just saying, I don't suffer from that. I don't suffer from anything low what they call it, low vibrational beings. People want to be negative. If I catch you, I'm gonna get you out of here. But for the most part, half the time I just put people on timeout, and then they end up coming back the next day anyway. Because when you put somebody on timeout, you can put them on timeout for 15 minutes, 24 hours. They come back anyway, because they're obsessed and they want to continue to try to bother you. So it doesn't matter to me. It's the same way on YouTube as it is at work. You know what I mean? You go to HR and cry about somebody bullying you, and I mean, where's that going to go? Most people don't even care. No one cares about you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So I just try to mind my business, keep to myself, block the troll if I'm able to, and that's it. It's not that serious for me, baby. It's not that serious for me. But I'm ready to go back to work tomorrow. I really am ready. I am ready for work tomorrow. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I simply give my freedom to be held in your captivity. If you give me half, I will prove this to you. I will be faithful and true to a man who loves music, a man who loves art. Respect his spirit, work, and think with his heart. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I simply give my freedom to be held in your captivity. If you give me half a chance, I'll prove with you. I will be faithful and true to a man who loves music, a man who loves art. I gotta listen to that song today. And speak with his heart. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I simply give my freedom to be held in your captivity. India Irie, my baby. I gotta listen to that song today. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I simply give my freedom to be held in your captivity. That's my song right there. I gotta listen to her on the way home, honey. Do your homeless shelter have? I don't know what they have on Thanksgiving. I'm assuming they might have to try to whip something together, but I don't know. I'm probably going to be going to one of my family's house. I really don't want to go there, but I probably will go to someone's house. I don't really want to go to family, but I don't want to be stuck at the shelter either. So I'm figuring since I'm in the city, they have a lot of things for like a lot of homeless people. I hear the girls talking about, oh, I'm going here Sunday, I'm going there. So I don't know what they're going to have on Thanksgiving Day. They might have like donations, people that donate stuff to the shelter. Because the people that be there, like so-called making the food, they're not good cooks anyway. So, because sometimes they have pasta and the pasta's hard, sometimes the rice is hard, and I'm like, what the heck? I can go back there and cook. Like, I can go back there. I could be a chef in the shelter, but they're not going to pay me what I need to. I could whip up a nice meal for the people at the shelter, but I'm not going to do that. But I don't know. I'm probably going to go to my family's house. I'm going to suck down my pride and go hang out with family, even if there's a lot of family members I don't like and stuff like that. I'm going to suck my pride down and probably go to one of my family's house. Probably end up at my sister's house. She's like the house that people mainly go to. And I just eat dinner and leave. You know what I mean? The thing that crossed me about her, the thing that kind of made me mad about her over the last couple of years, because when I had my apartment, I just had Thanksgiving at my house. It's me and my kids, and I would cook for them, and we would do our thing, and that's all I did for the day. I didn't leave the house. But since I'm homeless, I'm gonna go with family. You know, if they invite me, not if they invite me. My sister normally cooks. She will invite people over, so I just go to her house. But the thing that rubbed me wrong about her was last Thanksgiving or the Thanksgiving before last, she put something in the group chat like, yeah, y'all can come over for dinner, but everybody needs to be going by 2 o'clock. I said 2 o'clock. This is Thanksgiving because she was like, oh, because I have a family. And I'm just like, you have a family? I thought we all supposed to be family. So she rubbed me the wrong way when she said that. And I was like, girl, well, you won't catch me at your house. Like, Thanksgiving is a day where families stay together pretty much all day. They stay together all day. They have a good time. They enjoy each other's company. It's like an all day thing. that families do. So when my sister said that, I don't know if she said it last Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving before. I think it was the Thanksgiving before last. When she said that, I said, "Oh, you ain't said nothing but a word, honey. I'm staying in my own house and I'm not gonna go see nobody because I don't like that. We're supposed to all be family. You gonna say, oh, I have my own family? We know you got your own family. A cheating husband, we know, but you don't say that to people. You don't want somebody in your house all day. That's all you had to say. But she was like, oh, y'all have to be out by. No, I think she said we have to be. Everything has to come to a close at 1 o'clock. And I said, well, damn, Thanksgiving is supposed to be something we supposed to do all day long. But I took that as like kind of shady. I was like, oh, well, you won't catch me there, because when I go to a family member's house, I'm planning on staying all day, relaxing, watching the game, or chopping it up, talking, laughing, joking. Like Thanksgiving is an all day event. Like it's an all day thing. People start going home at maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night, and they go home getting ready for whatever. But I found that to be very messy of her to say that. I got my own family. No, I thought we were all family. I thought we were all family. You know what I'm saying? I know you have your own immediate family, like your husband or whoever, but your cheating husband. But girl, her husband probably told her, oh, they need to be out by 1 o'clock, because her husband's an asshole, right? He's like so non-social with people because he got his own shit. Her husband got a whole bunch of stuff. He got a whole bunch of demons that he's trying to hide. So he don't want to sit around people because he want to be himself. He can't be himself when half the family don't like him because he cheated on my sister multiple times and she still stayed with him because Jesus Christ told her to stay with her cheating husband. God ain't tell you to stay with that man. But I don't throw that up in her face. I don't say anything. That's your husband, baby. But I guarantee you what, I'm not desperate enough for no man to be having a man cheating on me and I'm gonna stay with him. I don't care what the Bible say. You can't pray a man from stop cheating on you. That's it. You can't pray a man. You can't pray for a man to be a good man and not be a cheater. I don't care. Once a cheater, you always gonna be a cheater. I'm just saying. I've been having a problem. I'm checked in. Okay, it's checked in. I hope they fixed this because I wasn't able to check out of here yesterday. But yeah, to me, once a cheater, you always gonna be a cheater, honey. But I think it's her husband because he's such a non-social person. Because he's been cheating on my sister all these years, and we're looking at her like how dumb she is to continue to stay with this man. You can't be that desperate for a man in your bed every night to be sitting around here allowing your husband to cheat on you, and you're okay with that, because I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. You can make good living as a cook. Yeah, cooking is very um trying on your body. Thanksgiving, Christmas, all day celebration. Yeah, I don't really the Christmas thing I don't really care for, but like Thanksgiving is a thing where families get together and you spend the whole day together. You don't say, "Oh, y'all got to be out of my house by 4 o'clock," or "Y'all got to be." She was like, "Y'all have to be out by 1." So we just go to another sister's house that because my sister, that house that we're going to, she's like, she Christian, right? She's a very religious person, but she allows her husband to cheat on her, and then the husband will be kicked out of church because he cheated, and now everything's back to normal. But you still got those urges to cheat. You want to be with other women. That's what he desires, to be with other women. I say, you married a man that doesn't really want to be married. He's probably only married for the fact of what church people are going to say. Let me see if this socket is open. Oh no, this one's open. Some of the sockets are open and available. But yeah, her husband's a cheater, and he probably don't want family over to the house, and I think a lot of it is her husband don't want me living there. I don't want to live there anyway because I don't like her husband. But like I said, I never asked my sister could I stay with her. I never asked anybody. But if people know my situation, nobody offered me to come and live with them. Like, sister, we don't want you on the streets out here like this. Come live with us. No one offered me that. So no offers, and they know my situation. That means they don't want me there. So, and that's okay. I'm well over that situation. I'm well over that. But my sister's husband's a fat sloppy cheater, and she's one that thinks that you could pray it away. Oh, I could pray my husband to stay home, and she's like a pick me type of woman, and I'm not one of those type of women. I'm like, girl, are you freaking crazy? First time you cheat on me, I'm out the door. I don't care what we have. I'm gone. That's why I always keep my own money. Some women think they're the only woman. If They have a man, any man. Yeah. She's happy to have a man by her side. She be at church, you know, praising God. Oh, we got the perfect family. My husband, your husband's 500 pounds overweight. Your husband's a cheater. What woman out here is going to want him? But I heard from the grapevine that he likes prostitutes. He be liking prostitutes. So I'm like, girl, that's your man. I ain't got to worry about it. You can look at me and judge me all you want. Oh, she don't have nothing. Oh, she's homeless. Oh, she don't have a husband. So what? I'd rather not have a husband than have a husband or a man that's going to be sitting around here cheating on me. Let me see if it's a socket here. See if I can use this. I'll prove it to you. This one is open. I don't know if it works, but I did find a socket. There's a socket over there, but I would have to get an extension cord. It's her choice to make. You're right, it's her choice. You're right. And it's a dumb choice to have a cheating husband. Stupid. It's stupid. You're putting yourself up for STDs and everything. So you're putting yourself on the line to be and you're right, it is her choice, but to me it's a dumb choice. I would never stay a cheating man. That's why I'm okay without having a man. Because once a man cheat on me, I'm out the door. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and she was cheating on him, ain't no man gonna put up with that. No man's gonna put up with a woman cheating on him. And you're darn sure right, it is her choice. But I ain't putting up with it because I'm not desperate enough for a man that way. Oh, you're single and nobody wants me, but obviously nobody wants you either if your man can't stay home. But you know, married people always try to shame another woman for being single and not having someone in her life. But women like me, we're not putting up with the cheating man. We're not putting up with that shit. So guess what? We rather stay single and stay to ourselves than be sitting around here potentially getting someone to give us the HIV or. And you're right, you're damn sure right, it's her choice to make, and it's a real dumb choice because I'm not that desperate for no man to be sitting around here letting a man do that to me, treat me that way. Nobody deserves that. Because a man is not going to sit around and let his wife cheat. She shouldn't put up with that. She don't deserve to be dealing with that. But that's not my choice to make. It's her thing. If you feel like you're not worthy enough and you feel like God is telling you to pray for your husband and God will fix it, no, he's going to have the urge to cheat again. Once a man cheats, girl, he ain't going to never stop cheating. And men don't like that. Men likes to have a docile woman that's going to sit there and put up with all his shit. And I'm not one of them docile chicks, honey. You cheat on me, you know I'm out the door. You know I'm out the door. That's why women like me, they say, oh, you think you're so independent. I don't need no cheating husband to bring me HIV, AIDS, syphilis, and all that stuff. I don't need that shit in my life. I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather be alone, stay alone, and deal with that shit. I'm sorry. If people think I'm weird for that, she don't deserve to be treated like that. No woman deserves that. No woman deserves that type of treatment from no man. If you're married, you're not supposed to be cheating on your wife. If you're supposed to be a married man in the church, you're supposed to be a Christian. That's legal grounds for divorce. That's legal grounds for divorce. I will leave your ass quick. Let me find out. Let me find out. You won't have to worry about me again because I'm out the door. I don't deal with no cheating man. I don't care what he look like. I don't care what he looks like. Get rid of this. There's too much stuff, child. Too much crap I got. I'm gonna put my soap on this. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, so I'm okay with that. I'm not dealing with the cheating stuff. That's a woman that has low self-esteem in her own self. My sister's a pretty woman, and her husband, child, if you seen him, you be like, what? You be like, what? You be looking at him like, huh? What the hell? I just know that I think very highly of myself, and if I get married or have a boyfriend or whatever, if he's gonna be a cheater, I mean, these men out here be these guys be out here having side families, side babies, and these dumbass women be out here dealing with the shit. There's no way in hell. You have a baby on me, and these desperado women let these men have babies on them, and they still sticking around. Like, girl, bye. That be the women that think that they can never find another man. Like, nobody's ever gonna want me, or, you know, I can't. No, girl. Get some proof about yourself, honey. What the heck is this? Oh, these are my jeans. Okay. They just don't have high self-esteem on themselves. They don't think much of themselves, and it's sad. It's really, really sad, baby. Because I for damn sure ain't letting no man come into my life to wreak havoc on me. That is just not going to happen, honey. It's not that type of ball game over here, honey. You coming over here, you're going to have to come correct, baby. Sorry, you're going to have to come correct. You're going to just have to come correct. That's all. Come correct, have some respect. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. You're going to have to come correct, come with some respect. The stuff that these women are putting up with these men today, girl, there's no way in holy hell I'm letting a man have a baby outside of our marriage or our relationship, and you think I'm going to freaking stick with you? Are you kidding me? You guys, I'm angry at myself because I'm getting rid of some stuff that I really don't want to, some stuff I don't want to get rid of, but I know some things I have to part ways with because of space and everything. So, yeah, some things I gotta just let go of, baby. Some things we just gotta let go of. These are some of my winter boots. But some things I gotta let go of. Gotta keep going. I just don't have space for it. Use this and my TVs. When I get my televisions, I just have to move things around a little bit more. What's this? This is all over the place. Oh my God. I don't want to throw these away. Here I go. I don't want to throw these away. But I don't really wear them, so. But I don't know. I'm done. I think I'm done. Go to the thrift shop. Go to the Goodwill. Throw this stuff away. And I'm done for today, baby. All this stuff right here. Goodwill. Let somebody else have it. Let somebody else deal with it. This thing right here, I just bought this, and I really don't want to part ways with it, but I really don't have a choice. But I'm done, y'all. I did my move for today. I'm done. We are done here. Well, good morning to everybody. You guys don't know me. I'm a homeless single woman, as you see the name of my channel. And I am homeless. I live in a homeless shelter. And I just go day to day and just do the things that I need to do for myself in the shelter to get out the shelter. And that's my life story. And I'm hoping that I can get out of this freaking storage container because for the last couple of days, I wasn't able to get out. And I had to keep calling the office for them to let me out. So hopefully today it's not going to be the case, baby. I told myself I'm going to take the time out to come here every day to organize it. And that's going to be what my goal is going to be. My goal is going to be to come here every day to organize my storage. Because everything's in there, but it's kind of like I need to get some more bins probably to get some more of that stuff in a bin. So I probably have to get myself 2 bins, 2 more bins, 2 or 3 more bins. And that stuff that's on the floor inside bags, I can just put them inside a storage bin and just store it up, stack it up. And that's what my plan is. And I'm hoping I can get out of here because the last couple of days I've been needing to call the office. And it's the same freaking way. It's literally the same thing. See if this works, hopefully. Oh, it worked. Okay. I just can't see the screen. I can't see the screen. Something's wrong with the screen, but I'm able to get out. I just can't see what I'm typing in. Okay. So they need to fix the screen. I told the lady yesterday something's wrong with the screen, but she was like, "Okay, I'll get somebody to look at it." But y'all gotta fix that because some people might not know what you know what I'm saying. If I'm typing in something I can't see, I don't know if I'm typing the right or wrong thing. But I did let them know that yesterday, so she does know that y'all screen is kind of to the left and y'all need to fix that. But I'm done. So all I have left to do is at my other shelter, my other storage. I just have 2 televisions in there, 2 flat screens, and I could tuck that anywhere. I can move some of those bins out the way and tuck that behind there. So when it's time for me to get my apartment, I got some televisions. I got some TVs that mount on the wall. Now I know I had a TV mount. A friend of mine had gave me a TV mount. This was years ago. A Spanish guy that was my friend. He gave me a mounted television and he mounted that TV on the wall for me. I asked him, I said, "Yo, can you mount this for me? I don't know where my TV mount is. I don't know if I left it behind. Because y'all know those TV mounts be like $200-$300. So I don't know what happened to that. But he gave me his. So I don't know if it's in one of my bins. I haven't seen it though. I have not seen it. So I don't know what happened to it. And if I lost it throughout the time, whatever, I'll let it go. I'll get something. Something will come. It's going to all come back to me now. But yeah, nonetheless, like I said, when it comes to a man, guess what? I'm probably gonna be one of these women that just be out here single because I'm not gonna put up with the man's bullshit. I'm not putting up with the cheating. I'm not putting up with the side babies and all that stuff. I'm not dealing with that. Nope. Just to say I have a man, just to say I have a husband, you're gonna put up with a cheating man? Because guess what? Guess what a man is not gonna do? A man is not gonna put up with a woman cheating on him. A man ain't gonna put up with that. They're gonna be so heartbroken. Oh my God, my wife stepped out. I can't believe she did this to me. Yeah, well, y'all do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time, and these women be sitting here sticking with these dudes. Like, sticking with them for what, sis? You think you can't get something else? Like, all these men in the world, there's billions of men around here. Half the men are married and in relationships. So, these men be out here cheating. Child, please. Cheating with the child, they looking at people in your family, cheating with this person and cheating with that person. One thing I am not is a pick me, baby. I am not a pick me. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Ooh, pick me. I'm better than her. Oh, I look better than her. Oh, this and that. Like, girl, bye. These men will cheat on their mama. Don't play with me. And for the married women that think that their man won't, girl, bye. I mean, a lot of these men that be at work all day, guess what they doing? Up in the next woman's face. Up in the next pretty girl's face, the next 20-year-old. They be up in them 20-year-old little young girl's face all day at the job. I see it all the time. I work with a lot of men. I see it, honey. That's why a lot of these people are people come to work and they're miserable because they sitting there with a cheating spouse. I can't get my husband to stop cheating on me. Well, he ain't gonna never stop, baby. That's gonna be something that's in his blood, honey. If he has a chance, an opportunity to sleep with a woman, that's what he gonna do. He gonna take that opportunity, baby. So I don't put nothing on these men. I don't put nothing on them because I see it every day. I work with men. I work in the male-dominated industry. I see it every day. I see it every day. So I just be like, girl, that's your man. That's your man, honey. Good morning. How are you? How's it going? Coming from my storage right now. I got everything moved into my storage. The only thing I have now to move, and I got my televisions, my two TVs, my two flat screen TVs. I have to move those, and I might have two or three other little things in there, which I could do that tomorrow on my way to work. I'm not coming back up here. So I got some things I got to do today. Just some odds and ends, things that I need to get out the way that I'm going to go take care of. And it's going to be just a regular day like any other day for me, but I go back to work tomorrow, so yay for me. I'm happy about going back to work. I'm actually okay with it. Really okay with going back to the job and clocking back in and dealing with the bullshit that's going on there. We're going back into my job. October. Let me just check my schedule and make sure I'm right. Um, Wednesday. I go back tomorrow at 1. She got me 1 and 9 the next couple of days. I hate that. But, yeah. I'll go back from 1 to 9 the next couple of days. Let me see what the schedule say for November. They be doing some sneaky stuff at work. I got to keep everything in handwriting. I got to keep everything in writing, baby, because I don't trust nobody at my job. I don't trust none of them appers, man. They used to treat me like garbage. They used to treat me like garbage. When are you streaming tomorrow? I usually stream early in the morning at like 5. I get up, leave the shelter at 5 a.m. Between 5 a.m. and 5:30, I normally turn my camera on or my phone. And tomorrow, since I get off work at 9 o'clock at night, when I leave my job at 9, I'll live stream driving back to the shelter. So 5 o'clock in the morning and like 9:15 at night, 9:30 when I get out of work, I'll stream on my way home. So that's what I normally do when I'm working. That's my hours that I stream then. So yep. Tomorrow I'm definitely going back to the gym. I might go to the gym today, but I don't know if I want to. I have something else that I have to do, so I'm just trying to get everything out of the way. Tomorrow is no wait. Let me just look at I'm looking at the calendar. Tomorrow is Halloween, right? It's 32 days in a row. So Halloween is the 30th, or no? Halloween is the 31st. So Friday is the last day in the month. So I have until the 30th to get the rest of the stuff out, and it's only 2 televisions. I have a tire in there, and I have like one other thing. So the storage is pretty much cleaned out. So I'm good with that. Now I have my new storage. So tomorrow and Friday, I got 2 days to get this stuff out. I can get it out early in the morning when I'm going to the gym, drop it off there, and I'm good. So I don't have to do a second trip today because I don't want to come back out here. So, but everything's out of the storage, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for what I've done for myself. I succeeded in something else. I got something else out of the way. I got the storage cleaned out. I got stuff that I still have things in here that I got to take to the thrift shop and stuff that I got to take to the trash. So I'm happy, y'all. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of me. I succeeded and did something else. Do you have a costume? No, I don't dress up for Halloween. I don't dress up for Halloween. I could care less about the holiday. Nope. Nope. Just want, the kids have fun. I just want everybody to be safe, but I don't celebrate Halloween. This railroad thing is still doing the same thing it's been doing. So y'all can just go through it. You don't see a train coming. Can we just go through it, please? This thing has been going off for literally the last 30 minutes to an hour. You're going to sit there and just look. You did good. Yeah, I did good. But no, I don't have a costume. I don't dress up for Halloween. I don't. Halloween is. I'm not thinking about. I'm not even thinking about the holidays. I really don't care about any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Now, if I was in my own apartment, I would fix my apartment up for like harvest. But I don't dress up for Halloween. No, leave that to the kids. I want to be a minimalist so bad. Still learning to let go of things. Yeah, I'm letting go of a lot of stuff that I really don't want to let go of, but I know that I need to let go. You know what I mean? Are you go? Come on, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm trying to let this idiot through, but he doesn't want to go. So, oh well. You know, you try to be on the road and you letting people through, and they're not even really paying attention to what you're trying to help them with. So, I don't know. The train lights are going off, but there's no train coming. So, let's just keep going, guys. Let's just keep the traffic a flowing, honey. Yeah, I'm letting go of stuff. I'm letting go of stuff that I kind of really want to keep, but you know, I know I need to let it go. So I'm just gonna let it go. I mean, I'm gonna think these are things that I can get back. Like when I get my apartment, yeah, it's great to have things and not have to worry about buying it again. Just go through. There's no train coming. Yeah, I'm going. I'm not even looking. I'm just gonna go. But I can get these things again. You know what I'm saying? I let go of my fan. I had a fan. You know, we all have a fan in our house. Somewhere somebody has a fan running. I like the fan for like fresh air, and the fan that I had to get rid of, it was like an $80 fan I got from Sam's Club. It was an expensive fan, but I let that go because it's like something else taking up space in my storage that I really don't need right now. I'm not using it right now. So I can afford to get me another $100 fan. Like the things that I'm losing, I'm going to get it all back. I had to let go of my air purifier. I didn't want to let that go. That cost like $100. I sent that to the Goodwill. Somebody could use it. I didn't want to let that go. But as far as space, I don't have the space for it. So I have to just let stuff go because I'm going to get all this stuff back. I can't be a pack rat when it comes down to either your money or your space and stuff like that. I don't have a place. Now, if I had my apartment, I could just move it right into my apartment. But I don't have a place to put my stuff, and I don't have family to say. I wish I could call up one of my sisters right now and say, "Listen, do you have a space that I can put these two televisions?" And y'all know TVs today. The TVs are not heavy and are not bulky like they used to be back like in the 90s, right? I can ask my sister right now, "Hey, can I put my TVs in your house?" But you know what? I'm not even gonna ask them. I'm not gonna ask them for that. I'm not gonna ask them. Because when you ask people for stuff, they really don't want to do it. And then they going to sit there and complain the whole time it's in your house. Oh, she got that TV over there. And I have two. But I don't want to ask my family because they don't want to help me no way. You know what I'm saying? They already know I'm homeless. They don't want to help me. So why would I ask to, hey, do you have space in your house for my two screen TVs? Even though they might have space. People don't want to do nothing for you. My family don't want to do nothing for me. And they made it loud and clear. They made it clear a long time ago that they're not for my best interest. That's why even for my soap business, I said, no, let me just get a hotel room and make my soap in the hotel room for a day because my family, they would say, oh yeah, you can come in here and make your soap, but once I start making money and they see that I'm like thriving in my business, they're going to start getting mad and say, oh no, you can't come here no more. So I don't want to ask them for that either. I'd rather just rent a hotel room, do my own damn thing, and let them see what I'm doing on social media. I want y'all to see what I'm doing on social media because y'all watching anyway, watching my Facebook, watching my Instagram. I know they watching and looking. Oh my gosh, she making some money. Oh no, we got to stop this. They don't want you to do better than them because they already think I'm down right now. Right now, you know what I'm saying? They know I'm kind of down right now. So some people when they see you down, especially your family, they're fine because they're like, oh, she ain't doing better than me because you know she down. So we okay with her being down. We're okay with that. So child, I don't bother with people. My family really taught me a lot during this last stint of being homeless. Because I'm telling you, I'm coming up out of this. I'm coming up out of this. I'm coming up out of this. Like, I get closer to not being homeless every single day. Like, miracles can happen. God can move things in the atmosphere for me to get in directions and placements that I need to be in my life for me to find what I need to find. Like, I'm not going to be like this long. But family members sit and think, oh, I'm doing better than her. Or I'm doing better. Or I got my house. I got my apartment. I'm good. We good over here. Here I am struggling, sometimes crying myself to sleep at night. Not really crying myself to sleep, but you know, I was in a parking lot. I was in Home Depot yesterday and it was raining, you know, raining on and off and everything. And I'm just kind of like, damn, my life is crazy, But I know I'm not going to be like this too long. It's not going to be forever. It's not going to be forever. Doing stuff, moving things along, not saying nothing to my family. Even that time when me and my sister went out to dinner, right? We went out to dinner after church. And, I opened up to her about me trying to get a mortgage, right? Don't you know she didn't entertain that conversation at one time? She didn't say nothing like, sis, I can give you some pointers or something. I thought the conversation would be like she will open up and say, hey, let me give you some pointers of things to look out for with these brokers. And let me give you some pointers. Since you never had a house before, let me give you some pointers, sis. I opened up the conversation. She just looked at me and didn't say nothing. She didn't say anything. I was trying to have a conversation. Like, I'm trying to get, the first time home buyers program, because I know she was on the home buyers program before. So she knows how that works. She ain't say not one damn word. Let me let this car right here through. Oh, God. Traffic, traffic, traffic. But she ain't say not one word. I'm trying to get down to a 10 by 10 storage. I have more stuff to purge to get. I move in silence and Google everything. Yep. She gonna say they gonna say my family gonna say once I pop out with something, even if it's a condo, even if it's an extended stay. Like I don't care what it is, whatever it is, it's gonna be working fine for me. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's gonna be better than where I'm at. So I'm not in no competition with family members. I'm not in competition with nobody. I know I'm gonna get through this. I've been getting through. Like God has been leading and guiding me through the darkest stages and the darkest times of my life. I'm gonna be all right. It gets tiring, yeah. I'm tired a lot of the times and stuff like that. Even when I was sitting at Home Depot yesterday and it was raining and cold, I kept having to turn my car on like every 20 minutes to cool the car off. And I'm just sitting there like feeling down on myself a little bit, like damn, I'm in rock bottom right now. But then that's the darkness that try to take over my mind to make me think like, oh, you're a piece of crap. Like, you know what I mean? You're just a bum. And I'm just, in my head thinking about my family, and I'm just like, damn, why aren't y'all helping me? Like, you're okay with seeing your sister out here in some dusty, cold, rainy parking lot in Home Depot, and I'm out here by myself, and I'm alone. And then the feeling of loneliness was starting to try to take over a little bit. But I started to get into I was in my phone watching videos of things that I enjoyed. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you start feeling that feeling of loneliness might try to come over your life, or that feeling of you being a piece of garbage, like I'm in a dark place in my life and I am a loser. When you start feeling like that, open up your phone and start looking at videos that things that you enjoy doing for yourself. Like I started watching videos of like other homeless people talking about how they came out of homelessness. You know what I'm saying? I watch stuff like that to encourage me. Like I'm next. My day is coming. My day is coming. You can go to extra storage. I have a storage, yeah. I have a storage and I'm fine. I'm good. Everything is working out for me. You know what I'm saying? But yesterday when I started to feel those feelings of like loneliness and being out here without my family support and not having like not getting a phone call from the people that I think that care about me, that should care about me, you start feeling away. So, man, them feelings started to go away. I started opening up videos, watching hiking stuff, watching videos of people traveling the world and just things that I enjoy doing. I started watching those, and that started to get me out of the funk that I was trying to get into. Like that was getting me out of the funk. I said, I'm not gonna let this overtake my life. I'm doing so good, man. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for what I did. I moved my storage all by myself. No moving trucks, no nothing. I organized everything. I still have stuff right now that I need to go take to the Goodwill. I have stuff that I'm getting rid of, and I'm just like proud of myself, man. I'm proud of myself for what I've done. Proud of myself for how far I've come because I've come a long way. I've been like this. January will be 2 years. It's my 2 year homeless anniversary is in January. And time really do go by fast, so time go by so quickly. But like I said before, man, I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid. I'm not a lot of freaking things. I'm gonna be all right, baby. God has been keeping me and guiding me through this journey. This is just something that I had to do in life. I had to take this journey of loneliness and everything. Do you have any? No, the good thing is I didn't have any furniture. I let all my stuff go. You know what I'm saying? I let people take stuff. I didn't have a lot of stuff in my apartment, but furniture and beds and all that stuff, I didn't have none of that stuff. I just had my clothes, my shoes, and stuff for my business. I didn't have anything like anything heavy furniture and all that. The furniture that I had was cheap stuff, so I just threw it away. So everything when I start my new apartment or whatever I end up at, I'm gonna have to buy like a bed and all that, and I could finance that. That's not gonna be a problem. I could finance me a nice queen bed, or get me a nice bedroom set for my room, get my daughter something. I could finance those type of things because I work in the field, so I can finance stuff when it's that time for me. So I'm not worrying about it. Even if I sleep on the air mattress, it don't matter. As long as I am out of the place that I'm in now, when I get out, I don't care if I got to sleep on the air mattress for 2 months. I'll be okay. As long as I can get out, pray that you enjoyed your vacation and something fun for. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing nothing today. I just moved the last bit of things. The only thing I got left in my other storage now is my two televisions. And they're like flat screens, so they're not like those big bulky TVs from like the 1990s. So that's easy for me to put over my back, throw it in my car, and I'm gonna transport that tomorrow. But I also go back to work tomorrow, so tomorrow morning I'm gonna just go back to my regular routine of getting up early in the morning, going to the gym, working out, taking the TVs to storage, and that's all I had left. And I did it, and the storage is empty. I have to be out by the 31st, so everything's done. So I pat myself on the back for just doing this and succeeding. You know what I'm saying? Getting this chapter closed. Moving out of this expensive storage, and the new storage is a little bit cheaper, so I'm happy about that. I'm happy. I'm patting myself on the back with that. Proud of myself. You know what I mean? Proud of myself that I succeeded in this. And what else out there that I gotta do? Let's go to the next thing. What's the next thing I gotta do? My next project. So my next project, I have to go into my new storage and I have to get I probably might have to invest in getting maybe 4 more storage bins that I can put some of these extra little bags that I have kind of sitting on the floor. Get some more bins to put this little miscellaneous little things that I have. Put those in some more bins and stack them up because those bins come in handy. But I have a lot of stuff that's in bags now, like the ShotRite bags, these little tote bags. I have a lot of things that's in some tote bags that I need to put inside some of those storage bins. So maybe Friday I can go back with my and label the stuff. Like I'm gonna put labels on the boxes, like this is stuff for my business, and know what's in those bins. That way I don't have to keep taking them all the way down because I have everything labeled. So I just have to go back and label some stuff. That way it's easier for me to navigate when it's time for me to. I have all my business stuff on one side, and I have all my stuff like my clothes, my shoes, my toiletries. I have everything else on the other side of the storage. So everything is kind of in a good place, but I need to tidy down and organize a little bit better and put names on everything that's inside those storages. So when I need something, okay, it's in here. So all my storages is there. They're all in bins, but the bins are not. They don't have any notes on them. So I'm going to make notes and tape them on the thing. So when I know I need something, it's in this bin, and I don't have to do too much like worrying and taking bins down. And is it in here? Is it in there? So yeah, that's done. And I'm tired. My body is just like, oh my god. But it's not a lot of stuff. I've been doing this the last 2 weeks. So I really didn't I wanted to get all this stuff done within that first week of my vacation. And I didn't. And actually, y'all, I have another week of vacation that I can actually use. So who knows? I may use that too. It's either that or my job will pay me for it because it's a vacation package. They offer us a vacation package that we can pay for throughout the year. Like they take out a certain amount of money out of our paychecks. When we get paid, they take out a portion and say, hey, if you want to, take out an extra week of vacation, you can do that. You just got to pay for it. They took out. So I do have another 80 hours, not 80 hours, 40 hours of vacation. And who knows? I may actively take that too. I may take that. Maybe I might take it sometime in November. I don't know, but I'm thinking about maybe taking that. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Who knows? So I don't know. But I probably won't take it. I probably just let them. If you don't take that vacation that you purchase, they'll let you. They'll cut you a paycheck for that. So that's a nice little paycheck for me to get at the end of the year, like an extra check. I could definitely use that extra money. I could probably put that towards my car payment. You know what I mean? So, girl, I sit in the parking lot and it's so sad how people be getting their cars repo. Oh yeah, I see that too, girl. I seen somebody at the gym. And see, I don't know if it's a repo. I don't know if someone's car broke down and they just need a tow truck to get it. But I seen a repo car, and girl, that be giving me energy to make sure I make my car payments, honey. Cause yeah, that's sad, man. I seen somebody at the gym the other day that looked like it was a repo. So sometimes I don't know the difference between a repo or just maybe somebody's car broke down and they need to get it towed. But I don't know if some of the stuff I be seeing be repos, but yeah, I be in the parking lot seeing all types of stuff. I seen a guy the other day, he pulled into a parking lot. He was in Home Depot and he took his coffee cup and threw the coffee on the ground and then he went in the back seat. I knew he was probably using the bathroom, like he was peeing in the cup. So I try to mind my business. I turn my head like, oh, I don't see you. So in the parking lot, when you sit in the parking lot, you see so much. You really do see so much. I just be sitting in there minding my business. My car is tinted, but it's not tinted like that. Like you can still see in my car a little bit. So it has like slight tint. So I wish it was more tinted than what it is. But I can see some stuff. I see a lot in the parking lot. I see repos, but sometimes I don't know if they're actually repos. So I'm hoping they're not repos. But that just gives me like I'm getting my stuff paid off, honey. So that's what I think I'm going to do with that extra vacation check that I'm going to get probably sometime in December. I'm going to take that money and just pay that towards my car payment. Like, put that towards my car note. And that's what it's going to be, my car payment. But, yeah, I'm proud of myself. Times are so hard. Folks never best beat yourselves up over it. Yeah, times is hard for sure. But I'm proud of myself, man. I'm proud of how far I've came. I do get them moments of feeling like, dang, I wish I had this, but I gotta just build myself back up. And as you get older, it's harder to get yourself together when you older, cause especially when you older out here doing it by yourself, it's really hard. You know, because I have other responsibilities in life. I don't tell people everything. I don't tell people everything that's going on in my life. I got a lot of stuff happening, not just homelessness. I got other stuff that I'm responsible for and other things that I have to do and other things, you know, just a lot going on. It's not just the homeless stuff and the shelter. It's a lot of other things. But I don't speak about it on social media because I really don't have to because it's my business. So I don't tell everything. But like I said, better days are coming. Better days are ahead. I pat myself on the back for doing such an amazing job on my own, by myself. I'm so glad that I even got this car. Like the other car I had a hoopty and it had a real bad oil leak. And something was telling me like you got to get another car because my car, my old car that I had to let go of, that car had a really bad oil leak, but it was a Toyota Avalon, and Toyotas are good cars, but I was scared to put the money forth to try to get this oil leak fixed because they probably would have had to take apart a lot of stuff, and it probably would have been really expensive for me to, you know, get the oil leak fixed. And then the car also had like other problems. It was an older car, and it had some issues going on inside, like the exterior and stuff like that. It had some rust on it, so I was like, it was time for me to let this my baby lay to rest. But that car took me through so much. That car moved me out of home. Like when I was first homeless, my hoopty, I moved all my stuff in my hoopty. I went through so much inside that car, and I didn't want to let that car go. But something was like, yo, you got to get your car. No, I didn't want to get a car payment, but I needed something that's dependable that I can get into and drive because being out here being homeless, I need to be able to get into a car that's going to start and something that's going, you know what I'm saying? So I got this car and I did it all on my own. Even when I was asking my brother, I said, brother, can you come to the car dealership and help me make a decision on what kind of car I should get? Like put the hood up, check it out. He never came to help me. He acted like it was a big strenuous deal to help me with stuff. So I said, you know what? Fuck you. I went to the dealership on my own. I pulled my big girl panties up. I test drove a couple cars. I looked at it as best I could, and I got this car. And this car has been a lifesaver for me because it's more spacious than the other car I had. I actually slept in the car, so it's like this car really took me through some real heavy times, and I'm grateful. I'm super super grateful, man. I'm really thankful for the moves that I made all by myself. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So I don't feel so I'm proud of myself. And sometimes, like, I want to share this with my family and let them know, like, look, when you make a moment in your life and you get something, you make an achievement in your life, you feel good and you be wanting to share it with people, but you can't even share it with your own family members. I be like, damn, I can't even tell y'all because y'all be wanting my downfall. I can't share nothing good with my family because, like, I don't have a family like that. So it is what it is. I did the same, and it's very dependable SUV here. Sometimes we got to bite the bullet and get these car payments and everything because it's expensive for the car payment, and then I have my insurance. But my insurance, I try to pay it off, and like, I try to get the installments. I try to pay it off in one shot. When I have a couple extra savings, I pay it off. That way, I don't have to worry about paying the bill every month. That's what I like, to pay the installments like up front. Try to get that out of the way instead of paying monthly on my car insurance, which I hate doing that. But I think this is my last payment. Then I have to renew. So it's crazy. But I gotta keep going. I gotta keep the insurance on there. I can't drive around with no insurance. But it's definitely the best choice I've made because it's dependable. Every time I get into it, it start up. I don't have to worry about oil leaks and all this old stuff. So I knew I need new tires because this is a used car, but it does need some tires. But I'm not really worrying about the tires right now. But it needs some stuff. I got to get the oil change and all that. So I'm gonna be doing that over the next couple of months, just getting it maintenance and stuff. And we going from there. We going up from, can't do nothing but go up from there, right? So, but God is good, and I'm proud of myself. I pat myself on the back, baby. We can't sit around and expect other people to pat us on our back, man. We got to be looking for ourselves. I got to look for me. I am doing okay, and I succeeded, and I did a lot that most people couldn't do. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of me, and I'm tired as hell though. Even when I was sitting in that parking lot yesterday, I was looking at myself like I just look so tired and exhausted in the face. I just look so tired. Like, I did take a nap, but my body just looked like this lifestyle can drain your energy. And all I want to do is lay in the bed in a nice soft mattress, and I want to get my place again. Stress can really make you look like you're tired and look like you're just ran through and just exhausted, and that's what I looked like yesterday. And I sat in Home Depot parking lot for maybe like 4 or 5 hours. I was sitting out there, and I'm seeing people come in for their shift, their work shift, and I'm seeing people go home, and seeing people stopping in the lot because I'm sure I'm not the only person that's homeless out here. Sometimes you see other people that's kind of like, hunkering down in their cars. But when you out here in the streets, you kind of mind your own business. But I see stuff in the parking lots all the time. I really don't go to Walmart because Walmart is so packed and jam packed with all kind of people. So there's a Home Depot that's close near where my shelter is. So I go there when I'm not working and stuff. I go there to hang out because it's a pretty safe parking lot. It's better than being at Walmart and stuff. Because Walmart is so busy and Walmart be having a lot of stuff going on. So I don't really entertain Walmart. So. But I do need to go to Walmart to get me some mason jars. I do need to do that. But for the most part, I don't really go to Walmart because Walmart kind of crazy. So I be at Home Depot. Home Depot is nobody coming to Home Depot except for those people that's the contractors and the people that, you see a lot of those trucks and stuff. So I be at Home Depot chilling out when I'm not going to the shelter. I go to Home Depot and relax there until it's time for me to go into the shelter at 8:30. I make my way back to the shelter at 8:30, and that's my life. That's my routine of my life of what I do. But again, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud for how far I've come. I give myself grace, I take care of myself. I give myself grace. And some days I even be doing self-care days. I said, let me go to the gym, take me a nice shower, lotion up my body. Because sometimes I'm in a rush. I don't even have time to put lotion on my feet and stuff. So some days I put the extra care in just taking care of me, taking care of my body, myself, my mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to. Because ain't nothing else coming your way. Nobody's giving you nothing out here. So you got to take care of you and make sure that you are safe. So I'm up here by Walmart, but I don't think they have Goodwill bins that I could throw this stuff in. I don't think they have it over here. I think Walmart be having those drop dumps. gonna have to take it to this other place. We're gonna have to take it somewhere else. We gonna have to take it somewhere else. Morning, Lord of the Rings. How are you? Hope everything is good for you. Hope everything is good for you. I know you put a comment there. I didn't get a chance to read it because I had to wait till I got to this red light. I see you had a comment. Times are hard. How's everybody doing today? I see 3 people watching me. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We almost at the 3 hour mark. I think I'm probably at the 3 hour mark. 20 is 1. No, it's almost the 2 hour mark, and that's fine. When I get to the 2 hour mark, I'm getting off because I gotta just dump these things off in these Goodwill thrift things, these drop bins, and then I'm done for today. I'm gonna go to the gym, freshen up, wash my hands, wash my face again, and I have to go do something before I go to the gym, so I'm gonna go to this place. But good morning, Lord of the Rings. How are you, sis? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're okay. But it looks like it's gonna be a rainy day, y'all. It's gonna be raining. It was raining when I left the shelter this morning. It was raining this morning when I left the shelter. Thank you guys. I see I got 10 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for giving me a like when you come into the room. I appreciate your love and support, your kindness. I appreciate the people that come here every day and talking and communicating with me. That helps me get through my day as well. I get stuff on social media that I don't even get with my own family. So I appreciate you guys, like the support, your kindness, your love, your care, your kind words. Those things go really far. Those things go really, really far. So I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really, really do. It's going to be a rainy day here, which is no problem. It's not raining now, but it did rain. The guy was telling me last night that it rained at night. And yes. Oh, to my arrows. I didn't even realize, honey. But I'm dropping off just few little things that I have to drop off. I have some sandals that I'm getting rid of. I don't even wear them. I'm thinking about keeping one pair, but then I'm like, no, you don't need to keep these. These are shoes that you wear in the summertime anyway. Child, we really just changing our lives and getting rid of stuff. Really just changing our lives and really getting rid of some stuff that's no longer needed in our life. If I can't actively use it right away, I don't freaking need it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm at the thing now. I'm just dropping off these things. But I'm gonna be getting off once I hit that mark. I'm gonna be done with the live for today. Might come live streaming later, maybe. Depends on how I feel. I'm gonna let go of this stuff out of my car. These little few things I want to put in the storage. Not the storage, but the Goodwill. The Goodwill clothing drop, you guys. That should have been in there too, but. letting go of some stuff I really don't want to let go of, but I have to, y'all. I gotta part ways. Certain things I gotta part ways with, you know what I mean? This right here. I had a scale, like a body scale. I could weigh myself. Let that go. Whew. Got that rice. I should have put that in my storage and I didn't. Some stuff I should have put in storage and it's still sitting back here. Who knows? Open up my back. You're back. Hello. Is it Gigi? JJ? JJ Gigi. So I got everything. I dumped it all. I got rid of some stuff I didn't even want to let go of. I was like, no, should I keep this? But no, I'm not keeping that. For what? Keep it for what? Let it go. I'll probably never use that thing until I get an apartment. And if anything, I could replace it. Halloween is 2 more days. Yep. You have to go to school at 6 more minutes. Well, enjoy your day at school, okay? Are you dressing up for Halloween? I don't really care for the holidays. I ain't worried about Halloween. I usually do like harvest when I have my place for like harvest time, but I really don't do like dressing up for Halloween or anything. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm a grown woman, so I'm not concerned about that. That is not a holiday for. I mean, some adults do celebrate it, but I don't care for it. It's no big deal to me, my dear. No big deal. I'm trying to find the trash can I could dump this off in. Even though you're not supposed to illegally, it's like you're illegally dropping trash in a trash thing that you're not supposed to. It's like illegally dropping. So I'm at the store. I'm trying to get rid of this big trash can that I have. This big trash bag. I'm trying to drop it off. But at least I'm dropping it off there and not dropping it off on the side of the road. You know, because some people be dropping stuff off on the side of the road and then they disappear. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get myself in trouble like that. But I do want to get rid of this trash though, for real. Oh, look at these big birds. Oh my God. You guys look at this. Found over here by the trash. I'm sorry. You enjoy your day as well. Hope you have a good time at school. Nice and peaceful day for you. And enjoy your holiday. If you dress up for Halloween, I hope you have a good time, okay? I appreciate your support. Thank you. I'll see you soon. You should be able to hear me now. Yeah, have a good day, okay? Thank you for coming by. Enjoy your day. Let me know about how school was when I see you again, okay? Thank you. See you later. Drive safe or however you get into school. Make your transits be safe. But yeah, there were some big birds, y'all. I never seen a black seagull before, so I don't know what kind of birds they were. They weren't vultures, because vultures eat dead stuff, like carcass. You know what I'm saying? Birds eat dead animals. So I know there better not be no dead animals in that trash can. There better not be any dead animals in that trash can, child. Yeah, child. We can't be doing that. Right? As soon as I get to like, I think I'm gonna stop this live stream anyway, cause I'm almost at the gym and I'm just gonna go in there and wash my hands up and figure out what I'm gonna wear for today, cause I have a few errands I gotta do, a couple little things I gotta do, tying up some odd ends before tying up some loose ends before I get to where I need to get to. But I appreciate everybody for coming by consistently every day. Some people just really be here. And some people I come and go, and some people I don't see. Some people I can't read your comment. I can't get to it, especially when I'm driving. Um, but I try to read the comment when I get to a stop sign, so I don't want anybody to get. Some people get mad, like you didn't see my comment. Like I can't read it until I get to a stop sign or like a red light or something. But I could go to Starbucks actually and freshen up. I don't really have to go into. I don't really. I'd rather go to the gym. Should I go to the gym and freshen up, or should I go to the Starbucks? I'll go to the gym. I'll take my behind to the gym, get dressed. I'm not working out right now. Oops. Let me go to Cisco truck, child. This big 18 wheeler, baby. But it's going to be a great day. It looks like it's going to be a rainy day, honey. It's raining. It's raining. It's pouring. It's pouring. It's raining. It's pouring. It's snowing. It's just drizzling right now. Drizzle, drizzle. I wish I could heat up my freaking coffee again. I like coffee when it's like hot. I like my coffee when it's warm. Ooh, this big old truck. Gosh darn it. I had to move up. This big 18 wheeler behind me. He can't wait. You can't be that much in a freaking rush, can you? You can't be that much in a rush, can you? But I'm gonna go to the gym, freshen up, wash my hands, wash my face. I might take this nasty nail polish off my hands. Cause where I'm going, I have to be there by like 9:30. So I have an hour and a half. But I'm probably not gonna work out today. I might work out when I get out of where I'm at, but I don't have nothing else to really do. So I'm gonna go do what I have to do, and then probably go to the gym later. And I'm trying to get back to the shelter so I can have dinner at 4. That I don't have to pay for anything. So if I could do that, I'll be good to go to save some money for today. I mean, save money the day before it's time to go back to work, right? But and the thing about going back to work is back to the hustle and bustle of that. Because when I go to work, I still have to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying, like what I'm gonna have. I feel like I want to buy a loaf of bread because I already have like peanut butter and jelly, but I'm not gonna eat peanut butter and jelly every day. I'll get sick of eating that. And then I get a bag salad, like I'll get a bag of Caesar salad from ShopRite, because if you get the bag salad, it's cheaper than getting the salads that they make and prepare for you. I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong area, y'all. This is I'm in the wrong. I didn't made a turn down the wrong road. Yeah, I'm in the wrong area. I'm over here by Target, running my freaking mouth, talking. I'm in the wrong area. We'll just turn around and go back. Target is hiring. I put an application in for them, and nothing yet. But yeah, man, this is just a moment in time that I'm going through in my life, and I can't wait until this crap is over, man. Because I need my life back, baby. I need my life back, baby. And I have my life, but I need for my life to come back full circle and me to have my own space again. Like, so I can just do yoga in my apartment. I don't have to worry about like going to a gym, or I could work out at home when I'm wanting to work out at. Because when I work out at the gym, I don't mind the gym, but after a time, I'm burnt out with the gym and I need something else to do. Like I need to go to a different atmosphere. I need a change, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about the gym. I need a change. I feel like I'm at the change point. I would do that at home. I would work out at home for maybe a few months or a couple of weeks, and then I would get burnt out working out at home, and then I would go work out uh, in the gym, or I would go to a new gym, like go to a whole new gym, and I just always need change. I'm sorry, I just always need change. Always need change. Why is my coat got all these little gashes in it? My coat got all these little gashes in it. Look like somebody took a knife and stabbed my coat. I need to get me a new coat. I could probably get one at Old Navy. I should have got it last year, and I made a turn down the wrong street, so now I gotta turn around and go back. But I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a great day.